guys, I hope you're all doing well.
What's up? Let me turn the music down a wee bit. What's up, fellas? It's a weekend stream. How are we doing? Yo, Mr. Psycho, thank you for the sub, man. The tier 1 Twitch sub. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna replay it one more time because I wasn't really here to properly appreciate it, dude. I was trying to go with the rhythm, Cav. What's up, man? Happy to see you. Oh man, I was gonna say, Cav, how excited are you for event season coming up? But it's still like 3 months, I guess. It's still like kind of fun, you know. I was gonna, but like, you know, I was like gonna say, oh, are you excited? We still have a while to go. It feels like it's so close. Dude, Tangela's a fantastic shiny. Congratulations. That few encounters as well, dude. Nice, man. Visitor after war. Ooh. Probably like it'll be event season. Yes. Yep. Exactly. Yo, happy to have you, Isaiah. What's up? What's up, dude? My first day was shocked. Oh yeah, I already read that. I'm a little lofty today, boys. Had a fun weekend. Oh yeah, what's up, dude? I'm happy to have you, Wild TJ. It'll be a very, very, very chill fucking hangout stream, make progress, do catch event. I'm in a very chill, lofty. I should like just start calling it like I'm in a spidget mood today, if you know what I mean. Jolty on Kanto, is it a swarm? Ooh. That actually might be... I'm doing my gym rerun, though. All right. We do have things to jump into. I'm running really low on amulet coins. We do have plenty of new news today. A new month usually brings a lot of things with it, okay? Yeah, that's the... yeah, true, Cav. Okay. Yo, Hardcore Devin, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. It means the world. Allows me to be here. Seriously, thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gotta earn back a lot of my Twitch subs this month, fellas. Last month was amazing. We had so many gifts. It was so crazy. And now this month we've gone back to normal. And I have to make the mental adjustment of like, oh, yeah, that was just a really lucky month, you know? Close for days. Day, thank you for your own gym runs. Hey, there you go, man. That's something. Okay. Alrighty, fellas. Good morning. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to the PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, and what's happening inside the PokeMMO community. We do have a fair bit of updates today to go ahead and go over. Let's just jump into it. This will be a very chill, casual Saturday stream. We do have a catch event today, but that is mostly for the Iron Man progress, right? Let's jump into it. Okay, first things first, insanely big news. Look at the scores. I hopped on the main account today and I saw Mr. Team Chat being like, it's 100 points. It's a 100-point difference. Shiny War is coming down to the freaking wire, dude. There is 5 days left. It's been a 1-month-long tournament, and now it's coming down to 5 days, and this is the shortest lead Field Team 7 has had. I don't know if ETG was like holding eggs or like doing so, like trying to like... Dude, it's so based. I'm really excited. I don't know if they were like, they purposely like held fossils or some shit. This is like, was their strategy all along? I don't know, but it's exciting. It's exciting, dude. It is coming down to the final 5 days, down to the wire. Shiny Wars is anybody's game. I'm wishing luck to ETG. I want to see Field Team 7 win, but I want to see it be a close war, and shout out to them for making it a close fight, dude. Team Moon, QH falling behind a little bit. Team Moon getting up there as well. Cool to see. The top 5 has been pretty like similar throughout most of the event. Essence just hit Piplup like just now. Also, how many egg shinies is that for Essence? Doesn't he already have like 3 or 4? That's insane. Anyways, I know he has like some of the most points in War, right? People are going crazy for Shiny War this year. It's been beautiful, beautiful to see. All right, so Shiny War is huge. What's next? What else is there? Okay, well, there's also PvP movements. PvP movements happen every single month if you aren't aware. So at the end of what also seems like, was this the end of a season recently? End of season. Well, was this the end of a season? I didn't even think about that. Season ends usually happen every 3 months or so. I don't know if this is an actual, I have to go check. Matchmaking sign up or personal stats. I think it might have been. Yeah, this was the end of a season because my my PvP stats changed. Yeah, so this was the official. Yeah, season just ended. Gotcha. It came to the end. Gotcha. Okay. So every 3 months, PvP has so many different timers. Every 2 weeks, right? Your matchmaking sign-up rewards change. So you have a 2-week thing there. And you also have every month, there's PvP like tier changes. And then every 3 months, there's a season end, which resets like your win-loss ratio and your leaderboard stuff and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But end of season, 4.7 to go up. That means that something needs 4.75% usage rate to in the above tier to move up, if that makes sense. And then 3.75 to go down. That means if a Pokemon is 3.75% usage or lower, it will go down a tier. Okay, so we do have some changes. Number one, Darmanitan down to UU from OU. Nothing up to OU. Darmanitan down to UU. This is a powerful offensive Pokemon, which struggles sometimes to keep up in OU. Whenever it drops a U, it's generally very powerful. Same with Empoleon. These are Mons. All three of these Mons are typical Mons that drop up to, or go up to you and down. They kind of ping pong back and forth a fair bit. It's very normal. But it's always interesting to see when they drop, because it's important to get that powerful usage in if you're a UU player, right? Next up, 2 UU from NU. This is surprising to me. Cinccino, I know, has like they have some sort of like loaded die skill link strategy with like Bullet Seed or Tail Slap or certain moves. So I think that's usually what Cinccino is doing. I'm not familiar enough with that Pokemon. Down to NU from UU. Jolteon and Rotom has been in NU a lot in the past. Usually very powerful Pokemon in NU, but not broken from my personal experience, which has been limited over the past few years. Jolteon, I feel like Jolteon needs to be an NU to get any sort of usage. The Pokemon, man, what a fall from grace. Used to be one of the most competitive, most crucial Pokemon in all of PokeMMO PvP, like in OU and stuff. And man, has it changed so much and dropped so much, and it's just so crazy. All right, continuing on. That's the PvP changes. Next up, we do have catch events. We have a catch event today, Saturday the 2nd of August. This happens in about an hour and a half. I will be participating in this. There's a chance to win no shiny prize, but a 6x31 starter Pokemon on the Ironman account and some free RP. Doing catch events right now to win some RP is the best time, because event season's coming up. You want to win your free RP now and then have it for those limited vanities or any new RP items. Okay. Starly catch event as well, 11 a.m. ET. That's basically 6 a.m. for gamers, dude. I know, very, very early. Difficult to make that one. That is Sunday the 3rd of August, aka if you're watching the stream recap, probably today, hopefully, or maybe it's already passed. We'll have to double check the date. This does have a shiny prize, shiny Starly, and 1,000 RP. And then next up, dude, I swear the devs made this to fuck with me, or the staff did, and I hope they did. I bet you it's most likely just a coincidence, but I just ranted about One Piece for like 2 hours yesterday. Now, One Piece fans, don't get mad. I love and respect One Piece, okay? I don't even like hate One Piece. I personally couldn't get into it, but I love what it's done for anime. I love what it's done for the genre, and I respect One Piece fans, okay? Don't start hating on me in the comments. I do have certain qualms with certain arguments you'll see from One Piece fans. Like, let's come to the live stream if you want to hear the rants. That's what I'll say. But this is Mankey D. Luffy. Mankey D. Luffy, an amazing upcoming catch event on Friday the 8th of August, 2 p.m. ET, 8th of August. Mankey, Jigglypuff, Pidgey, Sandshrew, Charmander, Spearow. Here's the nature bonuses, and then here is the prize breakdown. There is a shiny prize. Dude, imagine getting a shiny raid Primeape right before the Darkrai raid comes back for the Halloween event. I'm just saying, I feel like that's cinema. That feels amazing. Try to go win that yourself. It's a relevant. Primeape is meta against Darkrai because it has Vital Spirit, so it can't be put to sleep with his little Dream move or whatever. You get off big fighting type damage against a Dark type. So I'm excited to hopefully try to go for this. 1,000 RP, free RP right now. It's the best time to go for it. That is all of our daily news covered in PokeMMO. If you guys like this style of video, the style of daily news, tips, etc., make sure to like the videos, guys. It really does help out a lot. Subscribe. Check out links in the description. Factor if you want to get 50% off of some food. If you have a busy schedule coming up, holidays coming up, Factor takes care of your nutrition. You save time to the grocery store, save time on dishes. I love Factor. Even when I wasn't sponsored by them, we would use Factor, me and my wife occasionally. So check it out. Link in the description. It's a good product, right? Discord down below. Like the video if you want to. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. All that jazz. Let's just jump into it. Let's play some PokeMMO. That's what we're here to do, fellas. Have some fun and grind away. Good luck on all your grinds today. Whew. Okay. Thank you for the anonymous gifted sub. Thank you, man. I really fucking appreciate that. Dude, I can't believe the fucking Mankey D. Luffy thing is so funny. Spidget 13-month. One piece of the story ever told. I think that's a valid opinion. Once again, I think that's a based take. I think it's a based take. I literally can see that. You know, I get that. I'm gonna see what I missed. My wife. Okay, she's good. Saturday stream, it happened. Dude, sometimes we do the little memers. Hell no, you didn't try One Piece. I watched 280 episodes of One Piece. Smiley face. Don't give me stuff. I can't do the One Piece debate zooted, bro. I swear. Okay. I think we're time for the Iron Man intro. I live on a Saturday, bro. We're chilling today. Alrighty, it is a beautiful new day on the Iron Man account. We are here for our Jimmy run, running very low on amulet coins. Hopefully, find my way around to actually farming some more very, very soon. We're going to go ahead and just pop it and get started. We are XP trading that combustion. I was EV trading earlier, getting myself a raid Blaziken ready to go for the upcoming Halloween event. We're going to jump into things here. We have a catch event in about an hour and a half. I'll be able to do my Jimmy run, get my Pokeyen, and then make my way over to that event and possibly have a chance to win a 6x31 Blastoise today. Zooted question mark? By zooted, I mean I got zooted yesterday, and I'm so such a lightweight that I'm still like fucking floating from. Anyways, so I'm a little lofty today. I might be a little laughy. Might be in a little bit of a good mood. I mean, as we all are, because we're happy to be alive. True and real chat. Let me throw this in the recap. Throw this in the Iron Man episode. Dude, I've got a lot of work done as well, which has been nice. I fucking chilled out. I am, and I love it, man. Anyways, we're getting a little... I've talked about it on stream before. I do a little THC syrup every so often. Kind of jealous. Being a lightweight is amazing. It's amazing. You save money, save calories, save, you know. It's great, dude. Anyways. But to be honest, I got based. It will scare me, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know you're a Shmeemer. I've never had a bad trip yet or bad experience yet. If anything, I've only but I get that. I get that. Yo, TJ, thank you for the prime, man. I appreciate it. And also this fucking amazing name, Canopotamus. Love the name, dude, and the smiley face. Thank you so much, man. Dude, all the subs today, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me turn my settings. My little audio is down a little bit. I watched some movies yesterday as well. Only like 2 movies, I think. I could watch more today. How's life? I'm great, man. I'm great this weekend. How are you doing, man? How are you feeling? In your eyes? No, you fucking can't. You're cope. Anyways. What I miss? What's up, Dro? How are we doing? When you stop way too early. Oh, yeah, too. I skipped all filler, SH. One Piece Patrouski. So, yes, we have a catch event in about an hour and 18 minutes. Hour and 18 minutes is the catch event. We're going to go ahead and just focus on our gym rerun. Make some Pokeyen. I've been spending a lot of yen. I'm going to go ahead and change. I'm also going to go ahead and preemptively change. Oh, there's the Blaziken evolution. That'll get us a Pokedex entry. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively change my Typhlosion's name here to Gym Tally 25 because I always forget that. As well as, I think it's pretty darn cool that we've done 25 Jimmy runs. I might have even forgotten some or missed some, but we've done at least 25 Jimmy runs on the account. I'm happy with that. That's a really cool little milestone on the Iron Man account. Blaziken do not need that. Dude, you don't want to know what I've been doing? Dude, fuck, this morning was a fun vibe. Dude, if this Twitch stream is still live by the time I end, I'm definitely gonna raid them. Most of my morning, the evolution sound, fuck. Most of my morning was spent watching a group of like jacked Norwegian guys who are all just shirtless, and they're playing Team Fortress 2 at a LAN party, and they've been live for like, they're streaming for like 72 hours. Dude, it was a funny, I was playing fucking TF2 and just watching this fucking group of like competitive Norwegians play Team Fortress 2. It was such a fucking vibe. It was really funny. I should get like I think I sent my wife out. Let me get a... Bro, if they are live, I will raid them after today's stream. Remind me because I'll forget. But it was really funny. I'll get a screenshot of the... This was what my morning was spent doing. I was just watching these fucking bros on Twitch Having a LAN party. Like, this is what Twitch was made for. This, in my opinion, this kind of stream, Twitch was literally created to host events like this. Like, this is so fucking funny. Just bros broing out. They would take like cigarette breaks and fucking go do like pull-ups. It was really funny, man. It was a funny time. Reminded me of a different time. Playing Team Fortress 2. First shiny today? Dude, massive congratulations. Glad you were able to safely catch it. That's a scary thing. I've heard about the new shiny leaderboard. Yes. I have not seen it, but I haven't gotten around to that, unfortunately. But I've heard good things. Having a LAN party? LAN parties are just fucking different, man. God, they're so fun and beautiful. I would love to have a LAN party at some point. Also, like, it's just one of those things where, like, spending time around people, but you all don't have to be engaged in. I mean, you could play in the same game, but even a LAN party where you're all playing like different games, I think is, you know, just being around each other, but like doing different tasks. I think it's a lot of fun, you know. It's fucking hard to find time. So, oh yeah, that's the, yeah. As we get older, it's harder to get everybody on the same schedule. Yeah. Not sure for long. Sure, she's a really one human. Dude, much love to you, Shag. Happy to see you, man. Much love to you, dude. I forgot to change the name of my Typhlosion. I guess several samples from Berlin. I guess I'll have to save some. Dude, good for you, man. Hell yeah, Mike. I mean, no, even something, I know a lot of people, oh, dream job. Dude, that's fucking, anything turns into work, you know? I'm sure it's, when you have a job that you love, you have to just appreciate, you won't love it every day, but you got to appreciate that. I mean, if you wake up excited to do your job like 80% of the time, that's really fucking good. I bring up those numbers a lot. Like, I feel like I'm excited to do my job probably 80% of the time. And dude, what do you think is the average percentage? What do you think on average people are excited or like happy to wake up and go to the, maybe like 10%? Maybe 20, like probably not, you know? Imagine a Pokemon Shiny War LAN party. Dude, it would be, yeah. God, it sounds amazing. Pat, it's simple. Get a sponsor and rent an arena out. Like the competition with the last one is such a carbon, but the last shiny hunter standing at a LAN party. What do they have to do? Get a shiny? Or not get it? What's the meme? XP reamplifier is generally better for XP training. The main benefit is the distribution. XP, yeah, this is the little clip actually. Someone asked, what's better for XP training, XP amplifier, or XP shares? Good question. It kind of depends, but generally XP reamplifier. It comes down to the distribution. So the way it works is that when you use XP reamplifier, the lead Pokemon in the party gets 25% of the XP, and then 75% is split with the rest of your party. But with XP shares, it's 50-50. So if your lead mom and your XP training is level 100, like a lot of people are, you waste 50% of your XP when XP training with XP shares, which is brutal, but it's a lot of times what you kind of just gotta do and kind of just get over it. I actually have videos covering like passive money making in PokeMMO. It's all about like preparing discharge mons or a bunch of, you know, lower level mons to passively level up as your lead slot. While you do that, you can mix some passive Pokeyen with that. Galvantulas, Pikachus, etc. Jolteons, any electric type that's cheap with discharge. But generally, with XP Amplifier, you're only wasting like 25%, and then 75% grows the party, which is generally the main benefit. It's quite good. It used to not be as worth it, but it got buffed at some point, and that distribution difference, it's crazy how much that helps, because you're basically gaining like 25% more XP, which is a massive benefit. So I think XP Amplifier is an endgame item that everybody should shoot for. But it's also not one that I would rush because they're so expensive. That's the unfortunate factor. Like, they cost 1,000 RP, which, to be fair, is much cheaper than it used to be. Right now, it's actually pretty cheap to get an XP reamplifier. That brings me into a whole different discussion. And people asked, I had a lot of comments recently. I recently in a stream recap said, hey, like, don't invest in anything right now. And I had a few comments, people being like, hey, you know, I respect what you're saying, but I've been investing in a bunch of raid Pokemon or preparing good IV Pokemon. And they're right. That is the stipulation. When I said don't invest in anything, I personally meant like sealed product or like, you know, items, but I didn't clarify that or say that. That was a mistake on my end, right? So apologies. When I say don't invest in anything, I mean like still product or, you know, typical investments. Pokemon, good IV mons, stuff like that is huge. Stuff like that is big. When Pokemon are cheap, good IV mons are cheap. Right now is the time to build them. If you don't have raid Pokemon prepped right now, not only are you wasting time trying to prep raid Pokemon during the Halloween event, you're also going to be spending a lot more Pokeyen. I always tell the story of, I think it was 2022 Halloween or 2023. There was some massive Halloween event where the game had grown a ton, where simple 2x31 Chandelures with modest nature, usually a Pokemon worth around, I want to say 130, 150k, was worth 800k to 1.2 mil. The supply of good IV Litwicks and Chandelures, and that could not keep up. People needed Chandelure for the Pumpkin boss, and people were willing to pay a lot to get access to it to grind to make more Pokeyen per hour, right? So that was a massive factor. If you don't have good IV Mons, get your Mons now. Breed those Mons now for sure. And then things like RP is pretty cheap if you want to. People asked me recently, you know, is RP a good investment prior to events? RP is the biggest coin flip heading into events. I will say it's like very not guaranteed. It could go down in price, could go up. I will say the cheapest I've seen RP ever cost in the history of PokeMMO is around 2 mil. So we are at about that bottom out mark that we've ever seen historically, but like something new history could always change. So historically, we've never seen it below 2 mil. I don't think. It's not a very long time, but we'll see how it plays out. So yeah, it's a lot of tips and tricks to keep in mind. Event season is a massive deal in Pokemon, and it lasts for a very long time. It warps the way we play the game. This is Shaw. What time am I watching no side effect? Dude, fucking honor to have you in my pocket. I need a memento here. Eruption here. Memento. Do. Look on stream. The whole party, not the rest of your party. 100% that share from the other. Plus its share from the other 75%. 75% goes to the whole party, not to the rest of your party. Is that true? I don't know if that makes any sense. So then you're saying that the lead gets 25% and then also more, it gets also 1/6 of whatever XP is left over? I have to read that. That sounds, I don't know. I'd have to double check. Did Gamba not get paid out? It should have been a Doubters win yesterday for sure. Hopefully it got paid out, but apologies if I missed it. Yes, Kankitsu, I do. I have a video called Every Single Raid Pokemon You Could Build in PokeMMO. And then, like prior Halloween guides, prior Halloween event guides, those are the way to go about other stuff. Halloween Pumpkin guide PokeMMO. But then you also need like you need a lot of, so you might want like this pumpkin guide. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody else mention that GMV. That's really, if that's true, I'll have to test it. I'll have to test it some other time when I'm more cognizant. That is really fucking interesting, dude. I appreciate that heads up. I'll try to test it at some point and see if I can see what you're saying. I don't know if I've heard anybody else mention that. That is a little important, little extra, you know, important distinction. Okay. I love learning, like, there's so many mechanical intricacies like that in PokeMMO. I feel like there's always something new, like the legendary encounter stuff, you know? There's always something new to learn like that. That's really cool, man. Your party not level 100, you won't do this. Gotcha. League gets more XP. Well, the lead should... Wait. Because that would be... Okay. That's so interesting. Wait, that means that having more Pokemon in your party while XP training actually matters. So the rest is split between the whole party. 5%. What is 75% divided by 6. But wait, isn't the meme that... Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought that... But the reamplifier will also ignore level 100 mons in your party, right? The whole party. Am I wrong on that? I'll have to test that. I've been trolling a bit while XP training if that's not true. I thought that was the case where, like... The XP reamplifier, so it won't split amongst the whole party in that regard. It will ignore level 100. Now I'll have to do some testing. The 5%. Yeah, that is yeah, that is true. I know that for sure. I will say the 5% is pretty minimal. We counted at one point. Okay, got for the 70. Okay, that okay. I would double check that. Is that worth it? The XP amplifier is worth it at endgame if you're like, I wouldn't rush it. If you're like lowerish on Pokeyen or like, it's not like a, it's like the one item you want to buy from the gift shop, I want to say, as a player. But you don't need to rush it. I wouldn't worry about it till endgame. Don't hit the same. I don't mind. I think Jimmy runs are still quite fast, and I'm pretty happy with them, but I get it. I need to change the Typhlosion. Okay, that's good. Okay, I had like a panic moment for a sec where I was like, if I ever have my catching Breloom, is it wasting XP? Like, that would be really bad. I mean, but yeah, the 5%, we counted at one point. It's kind of crazy because, like, okay, if you XP train a Mon, let's say you EV train a Pokemon and you need to XP train it, like, usually it's like 600 to 800k more XP to get it to level 100. Let's do this times 0.05. It's only 40,000 XP, which is like a bit, don't get me wrong. But I think it only ends up being like, when you're like peak XP training, doing like I'm on the Iron Man grind, so I haven't done this in a while, but don't you get like 12,000 XP per horde, if not more? If you're doing like Rampardo, like total XP. If you're doing Rampardos Mold Breaker with the 100% XP charm at Donphan Dodrio, I forget the total XP you gain per battle, but it's a lot. It's something like 12, maybe even 14,000 XP, right? I could be wrong. So we take that and divide that by 12. That 5% saved is only like 3 hordes of XP, which is like, that is the other thing. Like, shiny boosts do a lot. Can save a lot of time. XP boosts, unless it's like a lot, like 5% XP boost is not that much. I'm terrible at math. Dude, it's fucking insane. Yes, I've been trying to keep track of it, Jack. We talked about it at the very beginning of the stream. Dude, absolutely. I love it. Like, I want Field Team 7 to win, but I want it to be close. I want it to be a real battle, you know? I love that ETG is coming back, man, in Shiny War. The fact that it's as close as it is unbelievable. It's crazy what they've done. Dude, what's up, Yaro? Happy to hear it, man. I also am about halfway. I'm working on my decks as well, dude. Fighting for my life. Good luck to you, Kuroshi. Dude, it's... You don't know... Okay. How do I explain this? Multiple Mons? Yes, yes. I think the meme is... Yeah, GMV, you're not wrong. So if you get like 5% more XP per Pokemon, let's say you're XP training 5 Pokemon. I say it's only 3 hordes, but that becomes 15 hordes if you're XP training 5 Mons at once and getting 5% bonus XP, right? So that's like 15 hordes becomes more noticeable. That's probably like 12 minutes, 12 to 15, 10, somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes of time save every time you XP train 5 Pokemon, which still isn't that. That's the thing, is like, it's really good, but it's not. XP Reamplifier is not something I would rush as an average player. It's really good if you XP train. Like, it's actually really good on the Iron Man because you have to XP train everything. On a main account, at some point, XP training falls off. Must have been insane. I mean, I'm sure the grind. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm sure every team is grinding, but yes, that is, yeah. the stress that they've been through. As long as not every team, but you know, uniquely they got a lot of flack. It's not something dude, I was not good at anything in my life for a very long time. So I say this earnestly. I didn't realize that, like, and I'm not, you know, I'm not that good at many things, but the thing I'm good at, you know, making Pokemon content, well, you know, good at, you know, decent enough at to be the top English creator, right? I didn't realize the phrase like, oh, like people will hate you just for winning or hate you for just for being on top. I was always like, I don't know, that feels like a cop out. I don't like any sort of sentence where it's like, oh, like people will just hate you because they're jealous. It's the shitty thing is that it's true, but like I didn't want to accept that for a long time because I think it's, I also don't want it to be used as a, because some people use it as a cop-out. Some people use it as a cop-out to never take any sort of criticism, right? But then you also have to understand it to not go fucking crazy. So I don't know. It's not something I ever, as someone who was a fucking failure at everything, it took me a long time to be like, oh shit, maybe people do just fucking, there are a lot of jealous people out there in the world. And I'm lucky to not have that problem. I have other problems, but you know, here's the anus. It sounds so simple and I don't like that. But sometimes that is just the meme. Incubators are good for the game, Pog. They had a Shalfa Charmander. Oh my, wait, did they? ETG or I assume ETG. That's crazy, man. Danny's been on top of things this war. He has been like he's been keeping me tapped in. I would agree, however, Gym nerf, Payday nerf, also nerf without charm, plus the new update. Looks like the game is pretty cool. Wait, what? Normally I would agree, however, Gym nerf. The problem, okay, once again, Payday nerf. When was Payday nerfed? Fossil nerf without charm. But fossils were buffed post charm. I don't know. You have to, I think it's more complicated than this, but I get what you're saying. Also, with the, I push back whenever people say like, oh, no, I haven't seen it, Mega. I push back whenever people say like, oh, the Jimmy Run nerf was so bad, yada yada. The problem is Jimmy Runs were buffed consistently for years, right? They were buffed consistently for years and then got one nerf and everybody lost their minds. Pick up without charm. Without item magnet charm? I don't even know if, what do you mean? I don't even know if item magnet charm affects pickup. Wait, no, it does, right? Sorry, I'm fucking, okay, I'm also out of it today. No, it definitely does, because they were popped, yeah, to farm Drachinis, right? How I see it. But with, I understand without charm things, but like they got buffed with charm over, and it's like you make more profit with the use of the charm. I don't know if that's, but I could be wrong. Now, there's an argument. Payday pickup was always going to get power creeped in time, and it's probably good because it's not a great engaging method. Dude, I don't even fully understand it, GMV. I'm still learning. I heard, I haven't clicked the new shiny leaderboard yet, but I've heard good things. Just what causes issues when profit goes down? I imagine person player goes down. Well, when money making goes down, it depends, right? Like you don't want to have too much, like Jimmy runs are, so that's brings on a really good game design question. How much money should Jimmy runs make is like an incredibly interesting question that I don't know the answer to, because it depends on back-end data that I don't have, right? There's a really good question of how much money should Jimmy runs make. And it depends on how much purchasing power you want, how much power and control you want your players to have, as well as you don't want to add inflation. It's a matter of inflation, keeping the market healthy, and then it's that balance, right? You don't want players to have to grind too much for Pokeyen, but you also don't want them to not work for it at all. It's honestly one of the most difficult things. It's fine, yeah. I would even argue gyms are still a little too good right now, you know? Like compared to any other MMO, it's kind of crazy that gyms are so accessible. That's my view on it. I think it would be super balanced, but okay. I can only speak for half of the equation, okay? The other half of the equation is inflation, and I don't know that, right? I don't know that devs have that back-end information. I think players would have plenty of purchasing power if the best gym reruns in the game were 300k and the average player was making 200, 250. I think that's plenty of Pokeyen once a day. Like, also with your trainer rerun, like, if a very casual player can make 450 to 500k a day in 2 hours, that's insane. Like, not to do like a back in my day, but things used to be so much worse, and the markets were different and economies were different, but how things have been buffed and how much power you have, you can buy most things in the game. The fact that you can buy a competitive Pokemon, or sorry, not even multiple, you could literally build an entire PvP team off of 2 hours of money making. Like, it's kind of insane. Maybe not all the TMs and items, but like breed the good mons. For like 500k, you could definitely breed 6 good, well, maybe not 6. Let's be honest. Let's say 4 hours. 4 hours of money making, 1 million Pokeyen. You probably have enough to build really good 2 times 31 and 25 plus in every other stat. A money player. I respect that. If you're like, you know what? I'm not saying it's, if you're like, you know what? I'm not saying it's like good or bad for the game, but I'm bummed money making methods were nerfed. I think that's fine. But money making methods were just buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed. Very usable. I would say even more than that part, but I get you, you know. I think that's pretty amazing. Oh yeah, sorry, 1 gym run. Yeah, what's the, sorry, I was combining gym run plus trainer run. Well, if 1 gym run makes you, I think the average player makes 300k from gym runs, not the higher methods, right? Yeah, I think 1 mil Pokeyen can make you an amazing PvP team. If they put a monthly max on how many things you could put on the GTL, the supply goes down. Ooh, the problem is it's a scary, you're like it's a controlled market versus a free market. I wouldn't, you know, I feel like there's other ways. You're not wrong. That could be a way to balance it, but I feel like there's other ways to hopefully balance it before it comes to that extreme position. Oh, you got to actually work a bit. I feel like there are actually, I respect what you're saying. I feel like there are more passive money makers than people realize that we don't really utilize enough. Myself included, the daycare, dude. Whew. What an underrated piece of content. I don't use the daycare nearly enough. I gotta get on that on the Iron Man. Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like the daycare, I feel like discharge Pokemon. Now, okay, let me qualify, Psycho. All the passive Pokeyen stuff, it's not as much as other MMOs. You're right with that, right? Leppas. GTL flipping. You think Leppas are that good, Park? I respect it. I don't love Leppas because I include human error. I think with no human error and depending on how fast you plant, I'm surprised you think that, like, they're the best. I respect it. I think Jimmy runs make the average player more, but I get it. Obviously, I get the if you're trying to play Leppas, yeah. 1.7 mil profit on how many accounts? Because I think you make 120k a day per account profit on Leppas. Normal effort. Runs in Leppas, yeah. No, you couldn't play PokeMMO 3 hours a day and make more Pokeyen than you'll ever know what to do with, which I feel like is not the case for most MMOs. Like, I would have to grind way more in 12 accounts. There you go. That make good for you, man. That makes sense. Good for you, man. Yeah, well, no wonder you know that's if you have the. I think I'm a big. I know this is kind of a hot take. I kind of love alt accounts in MMOs. In my opinion, alt accounts and multi-boxing used to be the boomer term. I think they're like what I think they're a big part of MMOs and always have been, you know? Since way back in the, early 2000s. I think it's more, alt accounts are literally, in my opinion, just more effort for more reward. You know, if you want to run 12 accounts to the Unova storyline and get to the berry farming spot, you should get rewarded by, like that's fucking, like that's, most people can't do that, But it's honestly not. Yeah, the fact you don't have to get like that far in the Unova storyline. No, that's so real. I respect it, man. Treasure hit up next. I have a video covering the best regions in PokeMMO. This in-depth guide will not only, you know, recommend you my thoughts, Joe and Jay, but also go over the details and positives and negatives, excuse me, of each region in PokeMMO. There's timestamps. That video should answer. I've recommended completion order. I have power rankings. That video should have everything. Horse currently in War MVP. Has currently caught / hatched shiny. Okay, so this is insane. One player in Shiny War. Okay, this is one player in Shiny War. Thank you for sharing this story, Jonathan Spence. So official Egil, a really nice guy on our team, is currently the #1 MVP in Shiny Wars and currently has caught / hatched in Shiny War a shiny Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Trico, Eevee, and Zigzagoon. Dude, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around it. It took me 17 months to go for one rare shiny. This guy has, and it's not that he's like getting super lucky. He's putting in the hours and getting the encounters. He's gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares in 3 weeks. The average player, it takes about 1 to 2 years to get an egg shiny. That is insane. Congratulations to him. That is insane. What a legendary story, man. Massive congrats. Yeah, I heard Essence hit a Piplup like just a few minutes ago. Guys, incubators aren't bad for the game. Trust me. Players who have I'm sorry, I shouldn't get into that, especially today. But guys, know it's so insane, man. Players who have never egg hunted, but have thought about it. Incubators are really good, guys, because it makes players like myself. Maybe I'll do an egg hunt. I actually won't end up doing it, but maybe it's more viable for me now. Haha. I'm not actually gonna ever play the game or do that activity, but I'm glad that it's easier for me. Smiley face. There's my disdain. There we go. Dude, there was it reminds me of a forum post. There was a forum post on the oh my god, there was a forum post on the forums today. I think it was today. Thank you for sharing. And it was literally a new player, must have been a new player, who was like, I have an idea to make PokeMMO more popular. And unironically, he was just like, take all of the good things from Poke Road and put it in PokeMMO. I'm a genius. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, someone asked, what's better for XP training? What are you talking about? Like, it would be like, how do I describe how goofy that is? It would be like if you were like, oh yeah, I know how to make Call of Duty more popular. Just like not even like, okay, we can't even do that. It would be like you're switching genres, like entire genres of games. I'm getting distracted by clips. But it would be like, oh yeah, I know how to make PokeMMO more popular. We should just take everything that's good in Fortnite and add it to PokeMMO. And it's like, what are you talking about? That is a battle royale shooter. What do you mean? Like, it's like, oh yeah, just like take the UI from Fortnite and put it in PokeMMO. Dude, it was a crazy, it's an awesome forum post. And I'm a little, we're entering this era. Dude, biggest advocate, actually add Miku to PokeMMO. Okay, now we're talking. The problem is I feel like when you critique new players at all, people act as though you're anti-new player. I'm not anti-new player. I'm anti-ignorance and arrogance. I love new players. Sometimes it's not that they're a new player and that's what's bad. It's people who are underexperienced in a topic who think that they found the key to solve this thing. It's like Karens who go to restaurants and are like, that's really interesting that the line actually at Chipotle operates like this. Personally, if I worked at Chipotle, I would actually have the line go I would have it go backwards. And I think that would be more efficient. And it's like, bro, you aren't the first person. They pay people millions of dollars to efficientize and work out the kinks of Chipotle and McDonald's. You have not cracked the code by sitting in line for 5 minutes. Like, there's a certain humbleness that comes with but hopefully this shouldn't even be humble, but there's a certain humility that comes with being human where you should be like, Maybe I've been looking at this for 10 minutes. Maybe there's like something I don't understand happening. Maybe there's like concepts and things. There are things that I don't know, so maybe I shouldn't open my mouth like I've cracked the code on this thing, you know? SpongeBob would have gone hard in PokeMMO. Oh my god, we're doing like Universes Beyond. Yo. Universes Beyond PokeMMO. As you know, I don't have much insight, but I think there are other things we should consider with incubators. As Tom was saying, I feel like most people are going to present their perspective, but we also have to debate where implications of cost, really important to the Pokemon you'll be egging for these changes. I think just, yes, yeah. Sure, based. You know, I'm getting distracted. You get context. Oh, the chum bucket? No, yeah. I read the memes. What do you think the game will enter? When do you think the game? I think we're like starting. I think Epoch commented saying like, oh, we're already there. I think that's too extreme. I think that's just because some endgame players are already mentally thinking about like money being zero time. That doesn't mean we're there. It means like the top 1% is. I think it'll take a few years. I think it'll take like 2 years before most of the endgame players in PokeMMO have come around to that money is zero time and you're expected to make all of your Pokeyen via alt accounts. And then the casual community will like acknowledge that it's true but also hate it, which is based. Definitely getting there. Yeah, it took a most new players don't even know what that concept is, right? Which is fair. Why this is some turbo nerd shit, you know? But it's a great example of like, the problem is we have people, it's like doing I'm terrible at math, right? This is why you'll never see me make math arguments, right? But we're in this stage of PokeMMO where we have people who are like year one in college arguing with professors who have been doing this for 20 years. And it's like, you literally just don't know certain formulas. Like you couldn't come to the conclusion that we had, because you don't have the information, and that just takes time. And it's really important to have that awareness. I play tons of games or engage in a lot of hobbies from a casual perspective, and you never hear me like weighing in, or if I do so with a million qualifications, right? Even just me in PokeMMO PvP is a great example. The more time humans spend with something, they build up a certain like arrogance and a certain entitlement about like, oh, I should be able to have an opinion on this because I've done this thing for so long. I've played PokeMMO for over 10,000 hours. It's very human to like have that arrogance with all aspects of the game, even PvP, even though I haven't engaged with them, right? I have to, yeah, I think that's too simple. I don't like using buzzwords like that because I think it boils down complicated subjects into like one little, yeah, it's probably a small part of it, but confidently giving your uninformed opinion is Giga Chat, to be honest. It's something. Yeah. What's the problem? What do you mean the problem? If I'm understanding your question, the main problem is like people just don't like the idea of that. Like the problem is like there is like efficiency is what's efficient. It doesn't really care about like what is fun or what you enjoy. It's important to understand, you know, but people's feelings takes time to adjust. What are we discussing? Everything and anything. What's up, Fairy? Money eventually becoming like mentally zero time in PokeMMO in the end game for efficient players. Casual players being very arrogant about sharing opinions about things and fighting against things. Like, and not even to like, you know, once again, I have about 500 hours in Dungeon Defenders. Okay, I love Dungeon Defenders. It's an amazing game. I have 500 hours in it. I easily could be like, oh, wow, so many hours. I should be weighing in on what the future of the game. I don't think I should be. I don't have enough endgame experience. There are players with thousands of hours. I don't think I can weigh in properly. I don't find myself qualified. And a lot of people will find themselves qualified with way less hours, right? And it's the bar you set for yourself. Everyone's bar is different. And there's a scary combination of ignorance and arrogance just in the world right now, and it's coming in PokeMMO sometimes, or any games, you know. Caught a shiny Litwick after 30,000 account. Dude, hell yeah, man. Dude, congratulations, dude. Congratulations. You said a couple of streams before that when we reach that money at zero time, it's done. I might have understood it wrong. I'm not sure if I understand the question. I'm sorry if I'm misunderstanding Fly Happy. Dude, it's an amazing game. I love Dungeon Defenders, right? I think it's hard, and it's hard for you. This is the thing that's hard for me to accept. There's so many things that I'm passionate about in the world, and I love so many things, but I can't learn about all of them to an in-depth degree, you know? I'm a casual Dungeon Defenders player, casual Magic player these days, even though I have a lot of past knowledge from when I was way more competitive, but I shouldn't be like, don't let me vote. Even though I like watch Legacy content every day, don't let me vote on the future of Legacy and Magic the Gathering. Like I don't actively play. Just the first one. That's a whole different conversation of like, it's actually amazing how they've never really been able to capture the beauty of Dungeon Defenders 1 in a future game, which is sad. Yeah. To 0 time. Well, like yes and no. The problem is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if I don't want money to get to 0 time. It's going to. Like that's, you know, it's kind of like, you have to either like follow the fucking train or get lost in the process. By that logic, should people not be able to vote on politics they have experience enough in life? That's literally what we do. The voting age is 18. That is the everything in life has it now. Obviously, a lot of people still aren't experiencing that at 18. I wasn't, you know. Do you watch Crip? I used to way back in like a little bit watching Hearthstone, but like that was forever ago. Not really. Voting age is 16. More power to you guys. Hell yeah, man. I don't know. Whatever you guys think is best. Server accounts. I don't like the idea of playing server accounts just so I got money on my main. I get that. I totally get that. Yeah. We don't get the forwards expected. I think it will. I think it's one of those things where I respect your feelings are correct. I totally get not liking that, but it's gonna happen. I think I could be wrong. Now people could hold it off, but if people want to play efficiently, what's efficient is objective, and then you can like choose not to play that way, you know. I'm talking about efficiency here. Look at me stumble around my Jimry run. Like I'm not an efficient player by any means, but I do love knowing what are the efficient strats and trying to like understand the end game while still just choosing to make my own decisions. Even when I play old school RuneScape and I was like somewhat efficient, right? I did infernal eel fishing because I loved it. Does anybody know what the fuck infernal eel fishing is? Like I used to infernal eel fish on my main account on old school RuneScape, which if you know what that activity is terribly inefficient. It was like 30,000 fishing XP per hour, and you would get like 300k gold per hour. It was like decent, but like it was not good if you combined them. It was just fun and super AFK. I understand the concept. I never said, so you please give me an explanation for 0 time. Zero time just means when what's the word? Competitive magic, or I when I say competitive, I mean really cared about it and like lived and breathed magic and try to get better and better. Was I ever that good at magic? No, not really. Like you know, especially my favorite format, Legacy. Was I ever that good at Legacy? Not really, man. I love it. It's so fun. I never travel. I didn't have money to travel for tournaments and stuff like that, but I loved playing, and I think I have a lot. I think I underestimate. I don't know. That's a whole thing. I think the magic. I think when we you know, Josh, when we played and stuff, I look back now. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the run. It's been interesting. So a weird thing for me, Josh, was like going from. I didn't realize how competitive our scene was at our local shops, Josh. In general, having moved now and having traveled to more shops and what, dude, that shop was so competitive compared to every other atmosphere. Like I didn't realize, you know. You're decent. I just liked playing janky deck. I even when I was never that good, Josh. I appreciate the, you know, I liked playing janky decks. I was never that good. I liked doing fun stuff. Same problem you had, yeah. I still think about, you had Oops All Spells is like really meta right now. Oops All Spells is like so much so that they're considering. I think you might have sold the deck, but they were. Or you played Charbelcher though, like main, right? And I think right now they're maybe I'm misunderstanding. Right now they're like considering banning Oops All Spells, like straight up banning fucking Balustrade Spy or some shit. It's like being discussed in the Legacy community, which is crazy. Yeah, like I feel like I didn't think of that scene. I didn't have the perspective, Josh. Like I thought that was normal, and then I went to other shops. Like I went to a local shop and I asked if they had a Helm of Obedience, and they were like, "Oh, like you're crazy, dude. Like what a crazy card." And I was like, "It's a fucking like helm. It's like not that great." I was like, "It's a Helm of Obedience. Like it's like a $30 you know, reserve list card for Legacy. Like, it's not that crazy. But they were like, "Oh, that's a dirty card, bro." And I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, I didn't realize how competitive our scene was until I like went to other places, and I was like, "Oh shit." I thought that every shop was just like that. But our Magic shop growing up was really, people were serious, which is beautiful, you know? And not that I was ever that good, you know, but it just naturally taught me to be a little bit better than the average person. There's also a whole discussion of like Magic in general. Since there's way more players, I think the average knowledge per Magic player used to be Belcher. Yes, sorry, thank you. It was always on Infect. Yeah. Oh, that sounds, dude, familiar. That's amazing. That's awesome, Josh. God, I miss playing Paper Legacy, dude. Fuck. I feel like Mr. Shiny, would the encounter kind of reset? Yes, it will reset if you, yes. About a couple, dude. I don't know if there is Spark. I would love to make that resource at some point or try to find. There's a forum thread. There you go. Thank you, Danny. There you go. That's something. It is hard to find some of that information. One of the best things you can do is go to the like GTL and go to the Pokemon listing and check the particle stat. Well, no, you'd have to buy one, right? That's tough. No, dude, Matismo, you're perfect. I'm getting distracted all over the place. I didn't answer your question. The concept of Pokeyen being zero time is essentially you don't calculate the time it takes to make Pokeyen for any efficient method, if that makes sense, because you should be making enough Pokeyen on alt accounts to sustain your main account. So the Pokeyen becoming zero time, what happened in old school RuneScape was basically to play efficiently in old school RuneScape, you should never be making gold on your main account. You play alt accounts just to fund and do all of your gold. You do all the most expensive smithing, herb lore, like you smith gold, like all of the strategies in RuneScape that cost a lot of gold. Gold coins. GP. I don't know why. I haven't played RuneScape in so long. I'm not used to the lingo. All the methods that cost a lot of GP, you still use them all, and you just expected to make your gold on your alt account. So I think eventually Pokemon will be the same, where if you want to play like peak efficiency, which, you know, most people don't, I don't, you know, but it's good to have that option. Basically, like, Pokeyen will no longer be a factor when it comes to efficient activities. Like, so this matters because when people say like, oh, adding incubators to the game is fine, because I talked about this recently in a video. When people say, oh, adding incubators is fine because the time it takes to hatch is less than the time it takes to make the Pokeyen, which is objectively not true. I did a video covering the math on that recently. But also, that shouldn't be a factor because when players say, oh, earning the Pokeyen is actually the hardest part of the egg shunt, it boils my blood. Because no, it is fucking not. It is so unbelievably not. You are so wrong. It tells me you've never done an egg hunt ever. It's the same thing as like people who are like, oh, I want to start a business. I want to start oh man, the hardest part of starting a business is getting the capital. No, it's not. The hardest part of running a business is running the business. It is way harder than having the upfront capital to actually. It's always that like, oh, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, it's people who are like, oh, I would if I could, man. I swear I would. And like, maybe some of that's true, but usually if you're not doing something, it's because you're not doing it, you know? I don't like a lot of people who are saying like, oh, the Pokeyen hard, I swear I would egg hunt. It's actually the Pokeyen that's the hard part. No, if you've egg hunted, you know this is not the case. The Pokeyen is the easiest part of the hunt. But a lot of people think, yeah. They basically use it as an excuse to why they're not doing something, you know? Which is lame. Oh, who's effectively infinite money and screw over casual players in the process? For sure. I think the game has to be balanced around both. The really boring cold take. The game should always be. You have to balance the game somewhat around what's possible. I don't like when people are like, oh, balance the game around casuals. No. You shouldn't do that either. Just do both. It's really that's why game development's hard, because you're balancing the game for like multiple different types of people in different groups. I think that's so based, Yellow. Like, that's like, okay, it would be, imagine if every day I was like, oh man, guys, like I'm fat because I don't have time to go to the gym. Like, no, like it's because I'm too lazy, or like I hate the people who, I swear I would actually be rich if I just, you know, had a small loan of $1 million. Is it a lot easier? Sure, but I doubt that's what's stopping you. Usually it's like actually just you, and like you don't want to admit, like people always make excuses for everything. Yeah. Could remain your only egg and your only, yes, exactly. It's exactly Matismo. You would never stop. Exactly. It's so base to be like, you know what? I don't have time for this right now, or I'm not really like into this. I don't have the time to put towards this, or I'm not good enough for this right now. That's okay. Put it on you, you know? Kangaskhan in the Pokedex. Sometimes there's Kangaskhan swarms, you know? I super respect that, Yellow Crate. I'm not, look at me. Like I can't do egg hunts right now. I have other things that I'd prioritize, you know? Like I don't really want to work on egg hunts right now. Once you get to the point where you can egg hunt, even so, either we can overlook the money part. We can't. The money part getting eggs, especially if you're a new player. I think it should be considered for balancing. Don't get me wrong. Now, once again, there's efficiency versus balancing. When it comes to efficiency, I don't think you do include the Pokeyen to make. But the average player isn't. Pokeyen will never be 0 time for the average player. That's silly, right? Once again, you want to balance the game around both things. You want to balance the game around what is most possible, also what the average player is doing. This is the hardest part of balancing video games. I say this all the time. There's a reason why Ryze in League of Legends can't be too busted, because in pro play, coordination with Ryze's ultimate is so powerful and has historically broken the game in the past. Or you know, there are certain champions in League of Legends that must remain not broken because they'd be broken in pro play, right? I heard League. So Ryze has to like not be as good in casual play because of pro play. And that's something you have to make sacrifices on both ends, right? Empowering the noobs limit the pros? No, you want to just do both. You want to empower both. That's the, you know, not that you want to do both. Being a game dev is hard, huh? Yeah, I don't like when, not that you're saying that, you know, because you're memeing. So many people are like, oh my God, don't balance the game around hardcore players. But then I'll be like, okay, what do you want to balance around? Balance it all around casuals. And it's like, no, that's also fucked up. Stop. You want to balance around casuals and hardcore players. And that's really hard. But that's what you got to do, you know? That's what, you know? That's the best way to create a game, in my personal opinion. You got to meet them. You have to do both. It blows me away how sometimes on the internet, people still manage to come to the extremist positions. It's so funny. Balance around me. We should be balancing around... In between, what is most possible, and what is no. Don't balance around me, bro. Definitely don't. Please don't balance around Iron Man. I'm a big advocate of do not balance the game around Iron Man. Do not, you know, do not change things for Iron Man. We picked a restricted account because we want that. The point I wanted how to come up with, but if it was actually cash flow, you get in the edge, you can sustain. That's really important. Roll up. Sure, my shoot. Sorry, I appreciate your patience. Sorry, I missed a message. Many people have different answers. Or same team, everything. If you're not an Iron Man, you can't just use berries. Try T4. That's another thing, is like factoring in Iron Man though. Well, I don't even. Should you? That's honestly an interesting question. Should you even? Should you even? No, you're perfect. By the way, Josh, I love talking about magic and obviously art. Like those times at. I never want to. By the way, please don't ever say the name of the shop. No, because obviously you're smart, you know, but just be careful about doxing or whatever. But like, damn, dude, fucking God, some of my favorite memories in life were at that card shop, dude. Dude, holy shit, 2 legendaries in like 200 encounters. Congratulations, Yap, dude.
Take a moment right here.
Hop around. That's insane, Joshua. Yeah, dude, congrats. Have trouble seeing how you balance the game around some players having infinite money and some players having finite money. You just have to meet in the middle, right? How you can scale for infinity? Well, it's still the way you would scale would be, well, no, but you can. So like the beauty is not everything in PokeMMO revolves around money, right? Did I already come here? Oh, I'm stupid. Shiny hunting takes time. That's why balancing how long a shunt takes is so important, because you're right. Some people have infinity money. How do you balance around that, right? I have to go like the next region, right? You balance around how long a shunt takes. So even if someone has infinity money, you still want the egg hunt to be long. That's why incubators, once again, in my opinion, are so bad, right? Because you're rewarding pay to win players with incubators, and I don't think it's something that nearly enough people are. I think that's the only argument that reaches the average person, which I understand. I could do so much better. What's the word? I hate it, but it's true. If I what's the word? Fuck. Narrative? Not narrative. Something similar. Optics. I could be like a politician and argue from like an optics perspective. But time is money. Yeah, you're not wrong. But when you have alt accounts, it's all like, once again, zero. Because you should be playing your alt. That's the whole efficiency argument, which is annoying, you know, once again, but it comes down to it. This is about released yesterday. I don't think so. Which I'm not sure, emo. We're just talking generally. Important. Should we go? A games, new player. My first storyline. I don't know how it's good or bad. The more I've seen, I need better money sync late game. So, PokeMMO is one of the most unique, and this is a great question, Josh. It's good to ask questions and like learn about that as a newer player. Pokemon MMOs are one of the most unique types of games because they generally don't suffer from inflation, like currency-wise. They suffer from deflation of the cost of goods and services. So the problem that happens that you have to watch out for is too many good IV Pokemon being pumped into the game. And that's why we have the breeding system we do in PokeMMO, where when you breed your 2 Pokemon, you pay elements of Pokeyen, which is part of the Poke. There are some gold sinks, Pokeyen sinks, but what we really need more than anything is good Pokemon sinks. And that happens with breeding and other mostly breeding, but some other things, but mostly breeding. Our breeding system is what holds the economy together because it encourages you to consume. When you breed in PokeMMO, you consume both Pokemon that you breed. And you might ask, why would you ever do that? Because you get a better Pokemon as a result. So you can catch 2 1x31 Pokemon. You pay 10k to brace them each, so it's 20k Pokeyen. You breed them together, you get a 2x31. But so there's so much to explain. You're asking great questions, Josh. The current problem with our economy in PokeMMO, in my opinion, is that we're having deflation problems. We're having a devaluation problem of good IV Pokemon. And it's happening from these things called alpha spawns, because alphas you can catch 3 a day and they're guaranteed 2x31 plus, often, you know, more. They're guaranteed 2x31 IVs. So it's happened where essentially it's never been cheaper to get good IV Pokemon, which is a good thing for new players, but a bad thing for longevity and sustain, and a bad thing for you know, if you build those mons for cheap and they just get cheaper and cheaper over time, well, now you have you're not sustaining any you're not building any wealth as a player, you know? It's also bad for new players. Depression, it kind of is. And I'm not a big, like, negative naysayer kind of guy. It kind of is the Pokemon Great Depression in PokeMMO right now. Not for everything. Fossils are doing great. Dittos are doing great. Shiny Wars is driving up prices. Not every market is fucked. And you can still take advantage of, you know, a market in any way. Because Pokemon are so cheap, go breed. Like, because Pokemon, go breed stuff. Go make competitive mons. Go, you know. It's never been a better time to make raid mons and stuff like that. In my opinion, on average, it can depend a little bit, Red. On average, yes. The reason why is because you're getting more dice rolls, and that outweighs the minus points generally. The prices on the thus Ditto catching nerfs fighting back because of how incubators are affecting the market. I have to see more. It's a great question. The problem. This is a great question. Yeah, we're talking about the market in PokeMMO and how it's kind of in like Epoch said, kind of in a Great Depression. It's like pretty rough. Like the IVs of Pokemon and the good IV mons are just going down and down and down in price. Now there are still positives you can do in that market. Like please build all of your good IV mons like we talked about. Now you can still take advantage of any kind of market. But someone asked, not only that, Pat, what do you think about the rise of Ditto prices? Aren't the last Ditto catching nerfs biting back because of how incubators are affecting the market? The real answer is I don't know yet. Because the devs released incubators alongside Shiny Wars, it's impossible to tell how much incubators are affecting the market and how much Shiny Wars is, right? I don't know. So it's hard to tell how much. I don't know. We don't know. We have to wait more months to see what Ditto prices come to. And Shido prices, the problem is Shido prices can really be whatever. Shido's being expensive is mostly fine. And because of incubators, but people are going to be consuming them way more. The supply is going to dwindle faster. People are going to consume them way too much, right? Shidos can be whatever, and it's mostly healthy, okay? Shidos could literally be 10k, and I could argue that's still healthy. Rare shunts are really expensive, but it's still like arguably healthy. They don't really need to be a price. The problem comes when good IV Dittos are the same price as Shidos. This is what is actually batshit. Is that 1 times 31 Dittos are the same price as Shidos. When good IV Mons are literally the same price as not good IV Mons, that is insanely scary. We were expecting, I expected an alpha nerf last year. If we don't get an alpha nerf this event season, I don't know how long the Pokemon market lasts and how long it's taken like seriously. It's rough. Things aren't holding value. People can't build up wealth and build up Pokemon with. They have to buy items or invest or just grind. Just do pure grinding. This is a great question. Hey, Pat, have you ever seen the economy in the game look like this before? Is this a new thing? The last time I saw it this bad in Pokemon worth this little was back in like 2014, 2015 when they were making the breeding changes, right? They had to make monstrous shit. This was back before breeding consumed Pokemon. The last time I saw it this bad was prior to breeding consuming Pokemon, which is insane. That alphas have pretty much added the same demand as breeding not consuming it's like so wild, right? It does much supply, sorry, not demand. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. And the game, the closest I've ever seen the game to dying was in that 2016 era, or 2014 2016, where the economy was really rough, and then they kind of fixed it. But then they also, the problem was they fixed the economy with breeding, but then they also they changed the way breeding worked, and people didn't like that. And that was a tough thing for a lot of us to stomach. Myself, I was very stubborn and really didn't like the breeding changes, but now I consider them to be genius, right? And there was also the physical special split. You can't sleep on. That made a lot of people quit. There's a lot of good changes in PokeMMO that have happened that made players quit, which is why I've always respected the devs. The PokeMMO devs are willing to make like short-term changes that hurt the player base in the short term, but help the long term. And I feel like this past 1 or 2 years is the first time I've ever seen them make decisions to benefit them in the short term, but hurt the long term. And that's what but I feel like I've seen them change philosophies. And that's a little disappointing to me as an MMO player. You have to probably both, but probably just nerf, like eviscerate or something memes, yeah. No, I haven't seen it, Panda. Is it good or is it, yeah, like I haven't seen it. I've seen a couple people mention it. That catch event starts in 18 minutes. It really if itself, like it was more from Dittos, bigger supply. Price will settle in a month or two. Like Shidos, or do you think like good or IV Dittos? Okay, shouldn't touch on because of it. Okay, sure. So my problem is, and I haven't watched the video, my problem is there are a few people in the community that constantly do this where they only make not react videos, but like response videos where they disagree. And like, I don't know, it's also important. I don't know. It's really important that people make response videos disagreeing with me. And I think he makes a lot more other content as well. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I'm glad he made it then. Okay, let's go prepare for the event, I guess. I will say I do want to move away from... I don't know. The accident converter change price is only going to go towards shadows even more. Yeah. Yeah, good diddles. I don't know how to... I feel like you have to just nerf IV Mons. Or do whatever it was. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. If it gets the Kuroshi seal of approval, I haven't seen it. Hell yeah, man. I respect it. Good for him. I think it's really important that every position has a voice for it. Imagine how bad it would be if I was the only opinion in the PokeMMO space, and then people who disagreed with me felt like silenced and like they didn't have a voice. I'm really glad people like Minish or whoever disagrees can have that voice, you know? As long as it's not done in a hateful way, I don't care. Like, as long as it's not done in a mean way, have whatever opinion you want, like, for the most part. Well, it's not, long as some ones are, you know, not in Pokemon, some opinions in life are inherently hateful. You can't be against other people, you know. But hell yeah. Okay, sounds beautiful to me. Okay, let me, catch event prep. Let me open the event. This is Route 1 Kanto, right? This will be a fun event. This will be a fun event. I bet you so many new players will be here. Very, very, very accessible event. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I just realized someone asked me, oh yeah, is it worth to catch the Pidgeys and Rattatas in the event? Bro, you might get like 1 to 3 Pikachus an hour here. If you aren't catching Pidgeys and Rattata, it's really unlikely you'll win or place at all. Yeah, you for sure want to catch the Pidgeys and Rattata. For sure, for sure, for sure. It's not even a question. How many nest balls do I have? 150. That should be plenty. Yes, that's been my whole take. I don't care about my past shinies being devalued. I just want the feeling to remain special on shunts moving forward or whatever. He said a lot of edge hunters are on the spectrum, which threw me off. Okay, there's a lot. Yeah, I'd have to watch. Like, I'm sure there's more context, hopefully. My concern with that is, number one, why does it... The main thing is, why does it matter? Does that... Now, don't get me wrong. I understand you will see me rage out constantly on stream for people lacking social skills in the community and how that can disrupt conversation. But generally, I feel like autistic people are really good at making arguments because they obsess over like data and details. Like, any human can get lost in semantics, but I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't comment. I just have no idea. The problem is hearing a quote out of context with no... Dude, I was speaking of amazing quotes or clips out of context. Like, I watched a clip of mine today that Rumel clipped where I was literally just like screaming like fuck grandma and like flipping off the camera, and I was like, I had to think about what was I even talking about here, and it was, oh yeah, the like sometimes people will be like, oh, you like shiny hunting, like, oh, you're a loser, waste your time, blah, blah, blah. And it's the same as, like, imagine if your grandma was like, oh, I've spent 1,000 hours knitting this scarf. And you were like, fuck you, grandma. Like, you haven't been hustling. You haven't been making money. You're like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time, grandma. And it's like, why can't people just do what they want to do and be happy? I have no idea. Once again, I have no idea. I think another thing is we don't need to talk about, if people want to, more power to you. I usually, if someone made a video about me, I usually don't watch it, but it depends. Because I've learned that usually a lot of those videos, not always, but a lot of those videos are not the most productive, and they just drag me down a bad path, you know, an unhealthy, like, it's not good. There's a lot of stuff that's good. Now, this one sounds great. Let me, from what I'm hearing. If it gets the Kuroshi seal of approval, I bet it's great, so. Hyperfixate, disregard the mental toll of longer shuns. I still think it's a brave position to date. No, you're totally okay. You're totally okay, man. I'm not gonna. Yeah. The other thing is, I mean, you probably just shouldn't be mentioning other content creators in my chat most of the time, unless you like they're a personal friend. Because it's kind of like going in a Walmart and being like, yo, did you see the deals that Target has? Yo, Target looks really fucking good. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, gotta have a little self-awareness. Saw a video for real? Okay, hell yeah. So I think sometimes people are too like laissez-faire on like promotion and stuff like that, and you gotta be careful. I have no take. I'm not gonna weigh in. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Every time someone makes a video about me, we don't need to talk about it every time. I think but I don't know. Also, some people want to know. I'm getting distracted. I'm very fucking lofty today. Let's go. What's it called? Honestly, I want to praise the PokeMMO community. I don't think we've ever been in like a clip drama. Like we've never seen a drama in the PokeMMO space where people are like clipping streamers out of context and linking the clips to the other streamers and being like, yo, watch this, like fucking your mom is shit talking you, blah blah blah, you know. Interesting. That's kind of a good thing, you know. We haven't gotten there yet, and hopefully it's because I'll never like watch. Well, I'll like just never watch. If someone's like, "Oh, yo, watch this clip," like somebody's shit, I just won't watch it. So hopefully that drama will just never happen. that's the meme. Okay, what synchronized do we need for this event? Modest, timid, or bolt. Timid is the easiest because it gives you plus speed, so it allows your Kadabra or whatever mon to run away faster and more consistently. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab. We really don't need much for this. I want to fill up my party, I guess, just because. I'll grab some shinies or something. You know, it would be fucked up, chat. It'd be really funny if we get Moltres during this. I like luck out, and that would actually be so cursed, dude. I need to go release those few mons. All right, it is catch event prep time. I'm filling up my inventory as well. I'm gonna go ahead and release these 3 mons. I don't need these for any purposes. We're just rebred for the Pokedex. We can go get rid of those. We have a full box that is empty, about a box and a half or so, and a bunch of nest balls. This is a Route 1 Kanto catch event. I will be nest balling every like Rattata, Pidgey, and then Pikachu is the other mon, but that one's a lot more rare. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a Pikachu encounter. It's a very rare spawn here, I believe, or like quite rare. Pidgey, Rattata are the only other catchable mons. We're gonna hope for the best. It's gonna be a competitive, tough catch event, but I'm hoping with the nest ball synchronized timid strat, we should pull ourselves in a decent lead, I believe, over the average player. Let's see how it plays out. If that's a point that Minish made, I vehemently agree with him. We need other ways of making money outside of gym runs. I will say we obviously do have other methods, but dude, over the past year, if so many methods have become less viable. We do have them. Someone could like uncharitably make the argument of like, oh, but we actually do have plenty of money making methods. We did about a year and a half, year or two ago. But everything's become less viable as opposed to Jimmy Run for the average player. So yeah, there's way less options. 11 alts and berry farm, yeah. The point distribution for the event? Point distribution for the event. What do you mean? Sorry if I can actually get here. Sorry if I missed a bunch of chats as well. You're jaded as a new recruit. Come off wholesome. Doing your videos are helpful. Players, don't let a shiny dry spell. What? What does that mean? Don't let a shiny dry spell make you jaded. I don't know what this is saying. with all, I'm pretty wet, man. What do you mean? I'm like 11k encounters. Anyways, during the event. First time on the same channel. I don't think I said anything. I don't know. Whatever, man. The wrong chat. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Up and over with what points? Pikachu is plus 10. Rattata and Pidgey are minus 3. Lore's generally not worth using. Long chat. I don't know, dude. I'm looking for a Pikachu while I can before the event starts. Most likely odds we don't find one. Phone is charged. Here, let me get... Here we go. Yeah, that's a very valid strat, Dingo. I'm doing synchronized. Good luck to you, man. Did you actually before the event starts? That's fucking awesome. Why there's so many cheeses called Jack? Yeah, that's a good question. How did bro make so many cheeses? Finally, we're asking the relevant questions. So, I really hate this, yeah. They're not accusing you of being jaded. Someone brought up a point of shiny hunters being jaded due to dry spells or something. The problem is, that's a vacuous argument. That should be something that's considered to some extent. Like, people do become jaded, don't get me wrong. But it really, it disappoints me if someone's like, oh, I'm gonna assume you're all jaded, that's why your arguments are bad. Like, it's not assuming any charitability of your position. It's the whole, people who have that take are the problem with the whole, not even the game, the world. If you cannot understand, okay, I think someone came to this position through a lot of value. Yeah, they're affected by bias and blah, 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 the same way I am. Like, but they've come to a reasonable position. I disagree with the position, but it's you know, if you can't be charitable and understand why someone comes to something, even if you disagree with it, or even like there are things where it's like, oh, this person has been like led down a bad path and misinformed and like lied to, and that's why they believe that. But all, like, you still have to be empathetic towards that and still understand. The moment you're like, oh, they only believe these things because they're jaded, it's like, okay, well, you're just not you've closed off the doors. You've opened up. You can't be critiqued now. You're saying that anything I say is jaded, so now nothing's relevant. It's not. You're not opening up to any productive discussion. You're closing things down. You absolutely can, yeah, hold a Pikachu for 5+ minutes if you find one. Not worth using lore. Double encounters, slow down catch events. Yeah, based Mario. Can you do this, stick bug? Great question. Argument is huge. Yeah, I find it crucial, and I think a lot of people just don't do that in general, which is fair. Dude, fuck, Lone Wolf, that's so real. Yeah, we're talking about the market in PokeMMO and how it's kind of in, like... So I'm organizing clips really quick before we get into this. Nice, good luck to you. Nice iron, or Pikachu sitting. I kind of want to...
That's a great question. Hey, Ben, have you ever seen the economy in the game look like this before? Is this a new...
That's a great question. I don't know if you guys are interested. You can be honest as well. You can say, no, there's so many creators that I only watch for certain pieces of content, and if they were to play a different game, I wouldn't watch them. I'm honest about that, right? I might stream today, but change games. I almost want to stream like fucking TF2 or like, I don't know, so, or
time I'm filling up my inventory.
So what's it called? I could play the Sisyphus game. I want to beat that at some point, or like getting over it. Catch event starts in 2 minutes. I'm trying to get a Pikachu. Congrats, everyone gets a Pikachu encounter. My first event, any tips? Any tips? Really just try to focus up and lock in. It's really easy to not realize, like if you sit and wait 2 seconds before hitting like the run button, right? On each encounter, you're wasting a lot of time. Like, I'm trying to play it as efficiently as you can. I'm doing this event or not. Zaberg's Gaming. I love the nice rebrand. Dude, yes, I think catch events are really fun. Josh, I think catch events are so fun. I think this is a very new player accessible one. You could just like, you don't even need Spore. Any false swipe mon and then Pokeball is probably gonna work. They usually announce in global chat. Yes, great question. Quick question. 2.5 hours in TF2 here. I don't want to promise anything. I also have, I kind of want to open a booster box. I have a Fate Reforged booster box that I got for really cheap. That would be a fun little open. First Iron Man catch event. Good luck to you, dude. On the Iron Man is really cool. I have like 600 hours in TF2. Very casual TF2 player. It just, TF2 is a fun game. It's one of those games where like, I'm really terrible at it, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm saying TF2, by the way, not... I had the same thing. Dude, same thing happened in Team Mr. Chat, where I was even typing TF2, and people were like, yo, dude, like, fuck League of Legends, fuck TFT. I'm like, no, not TFT. TF2. If you don't know about she might be too young for you if she doesn't know what TF2 is, okay? Dude, hell yeah, Crusade. That's awesome. Play League? No, I can't self-harm on stream. Thank you, though. Your favorite game? Yeah. I should have caught that, Rattata. All right, the catch event has officially begun. I don't even have it. That was my first encounter. I was trying to find myself a Pikachu, but could not. That's okay. It's a pretty rare spawn, so it makes total sense. I'm going to go ahead and just nest ball here. I will be just encountering. I'll be catching so many Pokemon throughout this event. It is straight up just encounter Pokemon, synchronize, and then nest ball everything. Or nest ball any Rattatas and Pidgeys, to be fair. Not everything can be caught for the event, like no hoot stuff like that. What? Okay, hold on, I gotta calm down. That's an insane first catch. It's not a catch event. Oh, winning, but I got too excited. That's the best first catch we've seen. I got too excited. It's a minus, so it's 147 minus 3, 144 plus 3. It's only a 147. Fuck, I got way too excited for that, but that was a sick catch. That was the, oh man, still a sick catch. That literally, like, that might be the best catch of the whole event. Like that was crazy. That was sorry for the overreaction, but it had me fucking hyped up, man. What can I say? Okay, we keep going. This will be a fun event, I'm sure of it. Dude, I'm sorry. I overreacted way too hard, but that was fucking, dude. That looked good as hell at a glance. Sometimes you just have that, dude. Remember, just play. For catch events, you just play it. I have a video on it if you look up catch events explained. It explains how to enter, how to submit, etc., etc. 147, dude. It was cool to see, man. I'm sorry for fucking, you know. They're just happy, man. Happy today. Yeah, it's 147 minus 3 plus 3. Let's sit here for Patrouski math. Let me think on this one. I'm gonna go weigh in with a professor or some shit. Can you level up a Pichu caught during the event? Nope. No, you would get disqualified for trying to cheat. You cannot. Yeah, make sure to read all the catch event rules, guys, and watch I have tons of videos that explain the rules in depth. Like, that's a pretty decent catch as well. Any channel. Whew. So yeah, sorry for the, yeah. You have to catch at this location, but any channel. Do I run the risk of losing a solo thing if I don't claim with a certain time frame? No, you should be fine. That's actually a great question. I will actually use the GTL sometimes as like a extra storage because they can sit there for forever, to my knowledge. Great question. You will not lose them on sitting in like the claim listing thing. Great question. Okay. Let's jam music up a little bit. I got so excited for that. I'm in a good mood today, man. So I was really excited for that. You know, excuse me for being a fucking happy-go-lucky guy today. Let's put on bounce on a rhythm. Let's bounce on it for this catch event, boys. 1 sec. All right, we should be good. Organized. Yeah, that is the infamous shiny. I should turn my reamplifier off. Oh, I'm gaining EVs and XP on my shinies. Oh shit. Whoopsie. Oh no, not for catching. That's okay. That's a good thing. Okay, huge. Just XP. No EVs. That's good. That is the infamous shiny Finneon collector. I actually have a video on him. If you're curious about the Finneon collector, I've got a video on him. No one. I guess I don't know if anyone knows what player it actually is. True, Emo Nemo. Now, the last time I did a Route 1 catch event, I got a shiny Rattata. Keep in mind, the last time we did a Route 1 catch event was for the Pikachu catch event. Shiny, in my opinion, even though it's relevant factor. I think you guys having proper mature discussion. I missed things, but I respect it. Dude, what? Dude, this is a great breeder. I'm getting some great... This is a great special attacking flying egg group breeder. I don't know how many mons, in that egg group really need that, to be fair. But timid nature. It's missing defense. You'd have to brace up. 20... This is a great, fantastic special attack fly. Like flying egg group breeder. This is a sick... Yeah, for Togetic. Oh, that might be the perfect... Ooh, I have a Togetic that I need to breed up. Good call from chat. That could be an amazing breeder in the future for a very powerful mon. Really good catches today, dude. Let's fucking go. Only Togekiss. Yes, there's not many, special attack flying egg group mons. For sure. Well, it's every free berry, dude, I need. Thank you for the free... I need to extract those berries and get seeds. So every single free berry is appreciated. It literally matters that much. Yeah, there's very few flying egg group special attackers. Hilariously, Noctowl is probably what, like that's a many people don't know that Noctowl is actually a better special attacker generally. Noctowl is probably the main. Well, obviously, what do you need Noctowl for? I love Noctowl. There are things that can go it, yeah. But generally, yeah. I like Birdmons. Xatu, that's a great... Okay, great. I'm getting every synchronize. Wow. This is I'm obviously, I think this is a dumb way to go about things, but this is a coulda, woulda, shoulda 4th place entry. Keen Eye needing raid. Xatu legit is probably one of the better shouts. Dude, congrats, Fairy. Congrats. I love that you guys can have... I love a chat where, like, 2 people are having... Sometimes you'll have a Twitch chat where 2 people are, like, fighting and name-calling and shit during the stream. But I love a, like, generally productive discussion just happening on the side. Like, that's... I love my community. It turns out, like, you guys are pretty darn cool. My immediate community who, like, hangs out, it's insane. Noctowl's bad, though? Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, yeah, but Noctowl's bad? Yeah, yes. Giga Chad. It's really... Togekiss and Xatu are probably the 2 big ones. Which are 2 big ones. Dude, much love to you, Vincer. But make you crash out. Even when you guys make me crash out, it's usually funny. It depends. But usually it's a good... Usually, like, the crash outs are entertaining. I would say 90% of my crash outs are for entertainment versus me actually being that mad to get, like... Am I mad? But yes, but I, like, amp it up for the fun of it sometimes. Also just an amped up guy. They did Lindsay Noctowl. They give minus points. You want whatever you can. When it comes to, like, you just catch whatever every mon and hope for the best. I think, like, getting dice rolls is super important. Having those extra chances. Obviously, yes, you would go for... even if you want 1st place, you should be catching every Rattata and every Pidgey. Pikachu is so rare here that, like, it wouldn't surprise me if 1st place is not a Pikachu, is what I'm trying to say. I would actually bet you that... Unless someone gets really lucky, to be fair. But I don't know. I would bet you that there will be more Pidgeys and Rattatas in the top 3 than Pikachu. And maybe I'll be wrong. I'm actually curious. I'll put it on recording. I bet you guys, I love that a lot of newer players asking, should you catch Pidgey and Rattatas here because they're minus points? Yeah, they're minus a few points, but it's way more dice rolls, right? And usually going for more dice rolls is better. Catching most, if not all, mons at a catch event is generally the strat, but sometimes you want to catch or not catch certain ones because like they're too difficult to catch. That's honestly the bigger. Just getting as many catches as possible is generally the best strat. I would go as far as to say I bet you that in the top 3 mons, there will be more Pidgeys and Rattatas than Pikachu. Maybe first place will be a Pikachu or something like that, but even that's... Someone might get one lucky good catch. You just get so few Pikachus here. I would bet you that at least 2 out of 3 of the top 3 entries are Pidgeys and Rattatas, and maybe only 1 Pikachu in the top 3, and maybe we'll see. And I would love to, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I would love, you know, I will learn today. Okay. Oh, there's Pikachu. Speak of the devil, there he is. That's our first Pikachu encounter. Let's go ahead and we should be able to just nest ball, I believe. You might need to like do a different strat for this, but let's see. See if it breaks out. You might only get 1 Pikachu or a few Pikachus an hour here. It's gonna be very, very few per hour. We're 9 minutes in. I think, was it 3 per hour? 3 or 4? Yeah, not good stats. Very, very few dice rolls on the Pikachu, even though it's a plus 10 species bonus, which is huge. Let's bet on it. Okay, uncut gems. I respect it. Pull it. How do I bet on that? Everybody in 2025. Okay, Troy Ball. Fuck! That was a funnier... God damn it, that was a better one. Well played. Bet on it, bet on it. With a Pikachu. The irony would be I catch a Pikachu and yeah, that would be funny. And win. That's amazing. I love that. Honestly, YouTube has some good free movies. That's really cool, Fairy. Pokemon 2000 free on YouTube for anybody interested. Whether it's Pikachu or not. We could do a Gamba on that. That's funny. Let's do Will first through third place be majority Pika or rats/bird? That's what it will be. All right, and there's a bit, boys. Can we save it? Can we save it? If I don't even lose the stream on YouTube, we're fine. Do we save it? I think do we save it? We might have saved it. Bro, if I don't even, I always say with a crash, if I don't even lose the YouTube stream, which if you like disconnect, you have to like create a whole new scheduled stream and that shit sucks. If you don't even lose the YouTube stream, it's like not even a crash. It's like, who cares? Hell fucking yeah, boys. Awesome, awesome possum. Okay. Any possums in chat? Okay, Pog, thank you. Basically not even a crash. Also, dude, I caught this Rattata off stream and I was like, dude, could you imagine if I won another catch event by catching another Mon right as the stream crap? Dude, I will never beat the allegations on the Iron Man account. And I get it because my account has been so lucky. Dude, yeah, dude, every time I've caught so many alphas on like the last chance timer ball, dude. Secret Dev Patrouski. I'll never beat the allegations because my Iron Man luck has been too good. I'm gonna go, hear me out. I think that I'm gonna go like 200k dry on this account at some point for a shiny. And I think my RNG will even out. Oh, I was doing the Twitch poll. Fuck. Okay. Let me fix it. Will first through third be majority Pika or rats/birds? Bird. Some good catches, like 130. Pika plus 10 too good. Rats/bird. One dice rolls, baby. Dice rolls, BB. We have okay, I'm gonna do a 30-minute poll. We have plenty of time left in the event. Okay, get your gambas in, get your bets in, fellas. Do you think majority will be Pikachu or what's it called? I should be so back on YouTube, right, guys? YouTube says no data, which is terrifying. Don't tell me no data, bro. No bitches, no data. Come on, YouTube. My YouTube stream is okay. Excellent connection. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Really enjoying picking up my Iron Man account, dude. Hell yeah, Monica. Happy to have you. What's up? What's up? Do you think 169 would place? Did you get a 169? I think for sure. That's a great, amazing catch. If so, I think a 169 does place on average in catch events. We'll see today, but usually, yeah, that's at least top 3. That is historically a great catch. 169 is very placeable. Please submit that. Yeah, that could be second or third. I doubt it'll be first, but check team chat. Did someone in the Iron Man team get it? 36. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is exciting, dude. Iron Shimi, fellow Iron Man player in the team chat, got himself a modest Pidgey. 169, so it's 169 minus 3 plus 3 because the nature and species. So this is a 169 overall score Pidgey. There's a very good chance he gets like second or third place with that. I'll be crossing my fingers. We're also like 50 minutes into the event, so you have timestamp benefit. That is so early into the event. Dude, good luck to you. I think that is very likely to get second or third. I doubt it'll be first, but hopefully we could see an Iron Man get some RP today. Placing in a catch event or winning RP on an Iron Man, oh, dude, it is. I mean, I'm biased, but even before I ever won any, I was like, that's the coolest achievement in my opinion on an Iron Man, dude. Massive good luck to you. Massive good luck to you, man. You love to see an Iron Man win, you know? That's really at anything. I want to see, I don't think any Iron Man has won a PvP tournament yet, right? That'll be an exciting thing to see, like, the first Iron Man to win a PvP tournament. You gotta get Spidget to make an Iron Man. That'll never happen. I don't know if that's his. Well, maybe I don't wait one more point. 1 minute of British accent. What a good request. I'm just giving you that for free. 1 sec. Let me get my timer set up. Imagine I catch the catch event winning catch, and it's while doing a British accent. All right. 1 minute. Pretty little timer is set, bro. How much box space you need for this event? I will have at least 123 spaces, something like that, bro. Lad, something like at least like 2 boxes clean, maybe at least 1.5. Decent flying A group reader. Mike broke. You wish. You wish, bloke. You wish, bro. Discard the bad ones. Yeah, we end. Why am I doing like a southern? Yeah, you end up releasing quite a bit of mons after the event, bro. Timer balls for Moltres. Yup. I got plenty of timers. Sound like yeah, why am I okay? This is like one of my worst one of my worst or why am I I'm really all right. Locked in. I'm not too great at I'm not too great at accents, bro. Sound like Mater from Cars. Fuck you, bro. I'm from London. Oh jeez. Okay, that was 1 minute, but that was a rough minute. I literally gave you so much extra, okay? Here, I'll throw in a few scallywags. I'll throw in a few bits and bobs along the way here. There you go. How you feel about that? You feel satisfied, customer? Okay, that was pretty. There you go. I don't know if I can do it much more, man. That was my accent. My brain, I swear, is like incapable of that. Like I literally can't. Like, it's so hard. I like just combine. I start doing like southern. I can't do anything, man. Timid, terrible. Not terrible. Check if your ability has the synchronize. If it does, there's a higher chance. Some tryhards even have one for nature. Yo, Pat, check if your ability has a synchronize. Are you rage baiting? This is rage bait. I don't know why you almost got me. For some reason, I actually thought you were serious for a sec. I almost took the bait. That was like not good. You even said at the end, like, oh, some tryhards even have one for each nature. Like I don't mind, like on my Ironman account. Like I almost took that bait. I don't know why. Best of level 1 Pokemon level 100. Best XP training spots PokeMMO. A quick Google search for you will bring you to these 2 videos. Here is a video that covers a bunch of different spots prior to Mount Silver. If you have Mount Silver access, these are the best spots. Or this is the best spot, really. Here you go. Dude, that's so-called free thinkers when they see the updated conical. Bro, that is so real. That is so good. Holy shit. I love the new conical too, okay? I'm a hipster. I literally can't wear it because everybody's wearing it right now. It is a good vanity, don't get me wrong. Dude, what are these? These catches are almost all amazing. Like, almost getting there. Dude, catch events have gotten so much more competitive. It's actually crazy. The fact that it was a 169, like that's such, that Pokemon had 126 in every, or sorry, 26 in every IV or higher. Do you know how rare that is? You get a Mon with 26 in every IV or higher. So crazy. Fourth catch, like fourth place. Fourth place is generally around a 20 or below. For an event like this, I would expect like 15-ish, 15, 18. What do we invite? Oh my god, why is she walk? Jesus. Yeah, she's gonna stomp us too easily, Jack. Good call. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I have fallen off a cliff with my steps. I have just totally, I've been way too, my life got, I had some stressful things pop up and I have just fallen off a cliff. 37 was decent. So like it's just, catch events are really tough, Jedstar. Like that is a really below average catch, you know? Like that is, like if in a catch event, if you get above a 150 or below a 50, that's pretty good. Those are both like above average and below average catches, or like below a 40 or something like that. It's important to appreciate when you do below average or whatever, or above average, because it's really hard, you know? Catch events are just so competitive. Like a 146 is a great catch. It's just, it's never going to win an event, but it is a very above average. It's pretty good, you know? Most people, the math is, most catch events, you're just going to catch Mons between like 80 and 130, or like 70 IV and 130, and you'll never leave that range, right? Like that's most catch events mathematically. It's really, really hard to win a catch event. You have to think about it as, if there's 1,000 people at an event, your odds of winning are 1 in 1,000, you know? If there's 500 people at an event, your odds of winning are 1 in 500, meaning that you'd have to participate in 500 catch events on average before you win one. That's really, that's a, you know, that's a lot. It's hard, dude. It looks very similar to the Great Shoe Chase. What's up, dude? What's up? What's up? We can also catch Pidgeys and Rattatas and stuff. Of course I'm getting, let me see. Oh, wait, I didn't even, I got an alert from Step Up, and I assumed that, yeah, there is some skill involved, like getting your encounters efficiently, and catching things efficiently, as well as what strategy there are, you know, what's it called? Other factors for sure. There's ways to increase your odds. Yes, I'm lucky to still have, I got one of the like last Squirtle OT catch event prizes, Bendy. Other factors, you say? Other factors, like the factor link in the description to get 50% off of chef-made meals sent straight to your door. Sounds like a good deal if you ask me. Great factor to factor in. Great question. Great point. Teams of 100s, yeah. I've had really good luck on the synchronize. I feel like I've had a lot of synchronizes hit. Yeah, that might be true, Richard. I'm just trying to do general math to, yeah, but fair. The good sponsor I've seen. Wasn't even that. You're too kind. You're too kind. Chat helped me. It was an alley-oop. What's catch event for? Like the prize. The prize is a 6x31 starter Pokemon, and then 1,000 free this free RP as well. All catch events usually give away like really good IV Pokemon and/or shinies, as well as free reward points, which is fantastic before event season coming up. I don't know. I don't know the memes. I can't comment on math stuff. I'm not here to give perfect. You know, I try to just give enough, have enough math to make the arguments and be close enough. What's the over total caught? I'm sure that's the exact number, but generally, you know, once it, just going for all, if it's close enough, you know, on average. But it's good to know the exact. Decent like physical attack and breeder, honestly. I'm catching. We still have 35 minutes left. We have quite a bit. I'm not gonna remember what you said when I told people. It's your Pokemon's total caught, assuming you all got the same number. Yeah, that's fair. I don't have big brain. If anything, I have small brain, and you know, it's what I have small brain, and I know that I have small brain. So I just try to. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yes, you guys should always trust all of my math and take my math very literally, and it'll always be exact. No. I have enough like basic multiplication and like division, like understanding just to present arguments and be close enough to, yeah. Either get it or you don't. Yeah, people love the concept of, oh, you either get it or you don't, so it's 50-50. Yeah, I mean, it is unironically an interesting lesson of like, oh, depending on how you define, you know, the question, you can have different odds. It's a good example of using data to manipulate your answer, if that makes sense. Like, oh, you could say, oh, no, it's 50-50. Yeah, either get it or you don't. Good meme. It is a decently in-depth meme, even though it's always restated in the most simplest of ways. We need to be like... We need verbose memes like that. We need like a more complicated way to say, oh, it's either 50-50. It needs to be like, thou'st percentage chances will always be even with the gods or something. We need like some like pretentious way. We need to add to the meme as opposed to just saying, oh, it's 50-50, either you don't, you know. It's boring hearing that over and over and over. I get that. There is a +3 nature bonus for modest, timid, bold. Modest, timid, bold. I've had a lot of above average catches. I'm very happy. It's a very good catch though, Lone Wolf. I just ran from a... That's okay. At least I didn't run from a Pika. I ran from a rat on accident. That was dumb. 176 rat just dropped. No, it didn't. Let me see global. That is cracked. Let me see this. Yo. Sometimes people be lying. Nope, this looks legit. This looks legit as hell. Yo, someone said in global chat, the 176 rat just dropped. Holy... Not... What? Not only did the 176 rat drop, and it is true, I checked the catch date. This is correct. This is it during this event. It's also a perfect Typhlosion breeder. What a beautiful field A group special attacking. Timid, 31 Spatak, 31. The fact that the placements, dude. The fact that it's 31 Spatak, 31 speed is ridiculous. Not only does he probably win the catch event with this catch, he also probably sells it for, well, to be fair, given the current Pokemon IV market, I bet this is like 30K, which is really, dude, this should be worth like so much. This would, historically, this would be like a 150K, 120K or whatever breeder. Yeah, people, but still, you can always, but you just breed it up. But you're not wrong, but it's like, it's a little more awkward, but how much is this worth? Let's go check. Historically, this would be something that you ignore the attack IV, but historically, this would be worth like so much money, like hundreds of thousands of Pokeyen. Let's go check. Nature, timid. The timid nature matters. let's see. Better than I expected. I mean, but this one has 3 times 31 just weaved in because nobody... Damn. It's better than I expected. I was expecting like 40k, which is really sad. At least it's like 83k. But historically, it's like a 150k breeder. It's like half the price. I think it's a great way to put it. A lot of good IV mons have become half the price of what they used to be. Yeah, it even synchronized nature. Yeah, it's... Yeah. It's a great way to put it. The PokeMMO, like the market has basically halved. Is everybody continuing? I think so. I think you... Well, it's up to you. If people want to call it, you definitely can go ahead, but there's definitely still like chances of winning for sure. I think a big thing... Yeah, second and third, fourth place. Like, if you care about not just getting first. So this is mine. What should I... No, is it actually yours? No shot. Are you trolling? You were the guy earlier in chat who said, yeah, I'm just too lazy to do an egg shunt, which is so fucking baked that it takes so long, and you're not blaming it on... Wait, dude, what? I'm so happy for you. Dude, congratulations. A based man gets the W. Wow, okay. So, dude, hell yeah. Also, the winner is in chat, and he's been here before the event even started. He's been hanging around chatting. Congratulations, Yellow Crane, dude. He said, yo, that's mine. What should I get? You either want... Okay. The question becomes, do you have a raid Charizard? If you don't, definitely go Charizard. I think Charizard is like by far the better answer. You will need to buy an ability patch, but they've gotten cheaper, thankfully. If you don't have... Also, 3 times 0. If you don't have a raid Charizard, definitely get the Charizard. Like, it's not even close. Raid Charizard's the most useful Pokemon of the 3 starters for PVM purposes. If you don't have a raid Charizard, you could do a Blastoise with Water Spout. Make sure you get the Egg Move Water Spout. The main things are Water Spout, Blastoise for gym reruns, Charizard for raids, and then you could go Venusaur for PvP if you want to, but I'm not familiar enough without the set for Venusaur in PvP. I don't know if you go Timid or Modest right now or what people go, but or even Bold, and I have no idea. You have to check PvP stats for Venusaur. I can't help you on Venusaur. But with Charizard, you go 6 times 31, and you want Modest nature. You want plus damage. And then for Blastoise, you want Modest as well, plus damage. Or if you want to go PvP, you do a different set. But you do plus damage, Modest. And just make sure you get the Egg Move of Water Spout. That's an insane... Congratulations to the viewer, man. That's so sick. Ong status solidified. What is up, Koobster, man? Honor to have you, dude. No, dude, I'm just so happy I'm so happy for you, Crane. That's so sick, dude. Koobster the King, dude. What is up, man? It's a fucking lovely to see you. 33 months is just... Plus the YouTube memberships that you did is just insane, dude. Yeah, if you don't have a raid Charizard, what a perfect way to get a free, quote-unquote free. You'll have to use an ability patch, but those cost like 100k nowadays, you know? Timid bonus is +3. So it's... Rat and Pidgey are -3 species and then +3 for the nature for whatever. So if you have correct nature, Pidgey or Rat, it's just like neutral. They even out. One flex. I got you, Danny. Did you get a new shiny? First field. Dude, not the Master Ball. Master Ball like this is crazy. Wait, the IVs. How did you know? How did you know the IVs would just be fucking disgustingly This will be, dude, make a competitive Beartic out of this. I love Beartic. What moves for Charizard? So what you want to do, in my opinion, is just get the egg moves just in case. Because you can always relearn TMs, you know, they just cost you some Pokeyen. You can always relearn TMs, etc., etc. I would get the egg moves. Any egg moves I would make sure you get, even if you won't be using those for that purpose. For a raid Charizard, you probably want to go like Fire Blast, I assume, maybe Flamethrower, maybe Overheat. You might even do Fire Blast and Flamethrower, or Overheat and Flamethrower, like 2 different fire attacks. But then if I were you, I would get Belly Drum and Dragon Rush, even if you never use them and they're like dog shit, and like you can always remove them later on. Now, once you remove them, you cannot relearn them the same way you can other egg moves. Like on Gift Mons, it's different. Blast Burn. Oh, you can just I'm so dumb. You're totally right. You can just Blast Burn on You do have access to Blast Burn on Charizard, right? Bro, that would be a funny as fuck. Where's Spidget at? You can get Blast Burn, can't you? Can you? I thought you could in PokeMMO. Where's it at? Maybe you can't. Maybe I'm Cope. I'm not sure. Did you not in Pokemon? Maybe I'm forgetting or misremembering. Maybe you just can't get Blast Burn in PokeMMO. I'm not sure. Center does not count towards the event. You can see the mons on screen that are catchable for the event. Why did you not taste good after a whole bag? I don't know, man. It's a cruel world. It's fucked up, man. You can't Blast Burn. That's what I thought. I couldn't find it. By power. You can do that? That's awesome. But there you go. It was a tutor. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Squirmin. I was looking for it under special, but not tutor. Dude, where's Spidget? Spidget, I need you to do choice specs. Maybe Starf. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I need you to do the fucking ultimate damage Charizard in PvP. Okay? 90 accuracy though? Fuck it. I need you to do Spidget, if you're listening. I need you to do choice specs, solar power, modest, Blast Burn Charizard in OU. Just every piece of like this, just make it one shot everything, but it will have to recharge and do nothing afterwards. That is the ultimate high risk, low reward. A lot of but you could get high reward. Okay, we love a high risk, high reward situation. I wonder if you ever can one shot. You're probably never killing Chansey, right? I wonder if you could. I wonder if you could do enough damage to kill Chansey. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But that might be... Took a belly drum flare. But the problem is you said you're taking a turn to belly drum, right? You wouldn't be... But yes, obviously that would be very similar. The difference is that you're taking a turn to belly drum. Very bad. Yes! Dude, I am really bad at TF2, Ramel. Terrible. I'm terrible. But it's so fun. That's like the thing is like, yeah, that's true. Now, neither are, don't get me wrong, Charizard's just not good enough to be an OU. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you, Fairy, it's not, but congrats on the, notable catch. Generally, I would say 4th place is going to be won by like an 8. This event, I would guess like a 16, like an 18 maybe. Generally, I'd say it's a 20. Fidget napping? That's so fair, dude. What's gonna be expensive hats? Yeah, that's TF2. Great game. Those are for Jimmy runs. My guess is that... Charizard just doesn't get Eruption, right? There's gotta be some reason. I think Charizard just doesn't get Eruption. You would be Heat Waving or whatever. And I would guess that that's less damage, but I don't know if that's true or you're risking the accuracy for Heat Wave. I don't know. I assume there's some reason. People omega hyperfixate on Jimmy runs. I don't think like there's going to be some massive oversight where it's like, oh yeah, they just, don't use it. They haven't thought, like everyone's, it's an 8 Pidgey. That's gotta be 4th place winner if that's true. That's insane. That's like a 1 in every stat except for like a 2. That's crazy. What's the secret level series? No, I don't know what that is. It's 11 minus 3. That's insane. That's a crazy catch. I don't really appreciate this Cubchoo. This is a great 20 plus in 5 stats Cubchoo. Master Ball is crazy. 1-1. Got one of that's a 7. Gotcha. Thank you, Jetstar. I love that. That's how we used to share. So, dude, that's a wow. That the way you shared those IVs kind of reminded me of how we used to. Dude, people don't realize this is a boomer. Wait, someone just typed IVs in chat, like 1-1-1, you know, 0, whatever, to like share what IVs Amon had. And it reminded me of how that, yeah, this is a back in my day boomer PokeMMO story. You used to not be able, people don't realize like how many things that we use nowadays weren't always in the game and we take for granted, right? Now we can just link our Pokemon. We can just drag our Pokemon down to the box and go send it in chat, right? You used to not do that. You used to have to, in trade chat, could you imagine reading trade chat? Trade chat used to be selling, catching Smeargle, Lonely Nature, IVs, 19-29-22-X, because it's irrelevant, -29-31. Like, it was fucking crazy. Like, you'd have to list out every singular IV for every Pokemon and try to, you couldn't link them on and try to just sell Pokemon fully via text. It used to be way more, and that was the same thing with shops. If you go watch, like, look at like forum shops, I think it's probably still done the same way. But yeah, it used to be way harder to sell Pokemon because you'd have to just like visually look at the text and imagine know where the IVs are placed and stuff like that. That is a good boomer back in my day story. There's so much stuff like that that we just like accept as it's always been the case, but it wasn't, you know. Try to get a Pikachu. So they since they, wow, I've had insanely good luck on breeding catchers or catching for breeders. Wow, nothing worth the event, but that is okay. These are great. It's a little awkward because it's a 1-episode and it's Patak, and then it's Adamant and 29+. So it's probably gonna be a physical breeder. I might just ignore this, but that's a great breeder. That is a great breeder, man. Some really good breeding catches today. But man, it's good. Take that. Yeah. That's an above average catch as a bird. It's pretty good. I've had some really good luck. What I missed? So since it's really rare to place in the event, should I just try to get a Pikachu? I would catch everything. Unless you like don't. I would catch everything. No, you're perfect, Hoopster. Dice rolls are generally better. If you want to win, I would go for all catches, personally. Generally, more dice rolls gives you a better chance than just trying to go for, like, the super rare, you know. Streamer. Music paused. Not typically. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, no, you should get like 2 or 3 Pikas the whole hour. I've seen 1. If you only catch Pikas, you're just gonna be sitting there running back and forth and like not even have an entry to the event. Yeah, but it's still a great catch, Alistor. Very above average. Are there gonna be, how many total catches are there gonna be for this event? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Wow, I don't know. Fuck, that's funny. It's a pit. Yeah, wow. I still do that instinctively a lot. Back when I played League, was like calling like mid, top. Support. You're gonna add some catching achievements to Pokeforce, 1 for a perfect 0 catch and 1 for a perfect 186. Dude, what are the odds of the like? So in PokeMMO, Jack, the odds of those are both like 1 in a billion. I don't know what they will be in Pokeforce if not the same, because that'd be crazy. It's cool to have achievements coded for those, but they're almost so niche that it's like I would definitely add other achievements for like I love the idea though, like that's catch it. Imagine how good it will feel, even having an achievement for like a 170 plus or something like that. Yeah, no, yeah, but even so, I think having achievements for like you caught a 170 plus mon, just the odds of that are super fucking rare. Like, how hyped would you be? I think it'd be cool to have an achievement that's like a 160 plus, 170 plus, and then 180 plus, like those 3. and they'd be like, oh, people who have the 180 plus, like that's a once in a lifetime. Those would all be very, very cool. And then vice versa, like 30 below, 20 below, and 10 below would be amazing. I think the 3 different achievements for each. That'd be really cool. The highest 31 V1s you've caught? 4 times 31. A 4 times I've caught at least, I think I've caught 2 or 3 4 times 31s, and I think the odds of a 4 times 31 is 1 in 78k, something like that. I'd have to go check the math. I have a video called "What's the odds of a 6 times 31 PokeMMO?" and it breaks down the math for all odds. A 6 times 31 is 1 in 1,073,000,000 and then some other numbers. I'll link the video for those who are curious. This is really important math to know. Yeah, overall achievements would be amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Achievements for how many steps you've done? Yeah, what would you call those achievements? You'd probably do something memey, like, okay, for like 160 plus, you could do like, you would just call it like good catch, and then like 170 plus would be like pretty good catch, and then 180 plus would be like insanely good catch or something like that. Just something like dumb. They don't have to be, I don't know if the names matter that much personally, but I could be wrong. You help me name them? I think some streak of like good catch, pretty good catch, insanely good catch. And then for the bad IV ones, you could do like dud, stinker, something like that would be kind of funny. I bet there's a -3 possible. It's possible. You could catch a 0 total IV Rattata. That's also not a but the odds of it are like beyond 1 in a billion, you know, beyond 1 in a billion. That feels pretty good, Zipper. You have to do so many catch events on average to win. Once again, if there's 500 people in a catch event, you've got to do 500 catch events on average to like roughly to ever place in one or win one. But that's to win one. To place in one might be lower, right? Odds. You just got catch events are just fun. I think catch events are a great way to be involved with the community. Usually you make a profit and you like catch some Pokemon like good IV mons, but it's rougher right now in the market. Kind of view the MMO lifespan 13 years. Yeah, no, I mean I have no response to that, Fubo. I would love to see achievements in PokeMMO. Fuck, what's up, Amontai? Your bird catcher. Those are cute. That's cool as well. Yeah, so a 1 times 31 Pokemon happens about 1 in 6 Pokemon. 2 times 31, I believe, is 1 in 78. Yes. 3 times 31 is 1 in 1800-ish. 1 in 1802. And then 4 times 31 is the rarest I've ever gotten. Now, 4 times 31, non-alpha. This is including non-guaranteed. The problem is, so this is a great here. Here, for those who don't know the math on these, this is like really important math to know in Pokemon, my personal opinion, is the odds of encountering each X31 Pokemon in the wild. There was a big like write-up done on it a while ago, and I have a video on my channel called The Odds of Encountering a 6 times 31 Pokemon in PokeMMO. I'll link it in chat as well. Now, not only does this video cover the odds of catching a 6 times 31 Pokemon, but it's also the odds of catching a 1 times 31, 2 times 31, 3 times, etc. And all of which are very, very relevant for, you know, understanding math and odds in PokeMMO, as well as how crazy alphas are, right? So we'll get into it. A 1 times 31 Pokemon is about a 1 in 6. I'm going to do rough numbers, not exactsies. It's about 1 in 6, okay? A 2 times 31 Pokemon is roughly 1 in 78 encounters. That's what you get guaranteed as an alpha, okay? 1 in 78. That's about an hour and a half of catching Pokemon generally, right? But what's crazier is when you have those guaranteed people, you know, 2 times 31 guaranteed is you know, something. But what's crazier is when you have the one guaranteed, the next IV becomes that much easier. So a 3 times 31 alpha is the same odds as a 1 times 31 normal wild Pokemon. So that means a 3 times 31 alpha is actually a 1 in 6. And then, okay, a 4 times wild Pokemon. These are good numbers to know. A 4 times wild Pokemon is a 1 in 74,488 chance. 1 in almost 75K for a wild 4 times 31. However, a 4 times 31 alpha is the same odds as a 2 times 31, aka 1 in 78. I think that is the crazier, like the way crazier. When you take a 4 times 31 from a 1 in 75K to 1 in 78, and obviously you only get 3 alpha catches per day. Don't get me wrong, it's way less catches, but it still is just, in my opinion, it's crazy. It makes those wild, the odds of wild 4 times 31 Pokemon existing dramatically increased to such an insane degree. But back to the natural stats. 3 times 31 is around a 1 in 1800. I would say that's on average the rarest catch you'll see for most players. Some players, like myself, I've caught a 4 times 31. That's the rarest I've ever seen. 1 in 74,048. And then a 5 times 31, a wild 5 times 31, no stats guaranteed, so no alpha, no legendary, etc., you know, other things like that, is 1 in 5,772,806 Pokemon encounters or catches. A 6 times 31, the fun one, the crazy one, is 1 in 1,073,000,000 and some other numbers that aren't even, you know, really worth saying at that point. It's over 1 in a billion. So some good fun fact math to know. Yeah, it's a 5 times 31 alpha is equivalent to a 3 times 31 watt, which is fucking crazy. Like I think that's what really makes alpha so insane. 30, 20, 10. Yes, hell yeah. I think that's in my opinion, Jack, those are the right numbers to have achievements for, catches for. Those are, like, most players will probably get the 160 plus one at some point. Most players will probably get the 30 and below, but like, and I'd say most players, a lot of players might get 20 and below. It'd be cool to see. Dude, would you guys be... I don't know if it's possible, Jack, so sorry if this is pushing too far or whatever. Would it be possible... I love the idea... You know how Steam achievements work? How on Steam, it says, like, 12% of players have achieved this or whatever? I would love in PokeForce if you could see what percentage, you know? What percentage of players have done that stuff. You're not a math whiz, lol? Yeah, of course. I'm just quoting experts' numbers. Never said I was a math whiz. I don't know if that's a meme or rage bait or what. I'm sorry to hear that, Zabergs. That's rough. Make a note. Yeah, I would love... people love to be able to see, like, how special they are, you know? As dumb as it is, it's important. Yeah, like Steam achievements will have like a gold border if they're like rare or whatever. I like stuff like that. How many people have achieved a goal is really, really nice to see. I would say historically catch events are pretty nice money making methods. Not it depends on how you catch. Like, this is a great event for new players that you can just false swipe Pokeball and have great success. I'm nest balling to give myself better odds. I'm an Iron Man account anyway, so I literally can't make profit, right? But can make breeders or get breeders. I would say generally historically I would say on average catch events make like at least 60 to 100k Pokeyen profit generally. However, I don't know if it's the case anymore. The problem is, like, nowadays with Pokemon IVs being so cheap, I think you just hope to break even, you know? Maybe make a little bit of profit, but they're not as good as they used to be for profit for sure. Yo, I appreciate it, Drizzy. You too, man. You've been so consistent with wishing me a good day recently, dude. Much love to you, man. I love Shiny Lairon. The one in team chat. My team was... can't see it. And dude, nice, man. I love Golett, dude. Congrats. Essence, I heard you got yourself a Piplup today. How many eggs have you gotten this war, dude? Fucking congrats, man. And global. Got you. Good for him, dude. Good for him. Four? That's crazy, dude. Oh, another great catch. Wow. Great breeder. Quick Whispers. Could not make it up. It's so beautiful, man. 4,500-ish encounters. Dude, congratulations, man. That's insane. So sick. We're live on stream. Whoa! Wait. Twitch.tv / Smoke MMO. I fucking hard typed that shit. Yeah, come watch this. I'll link his shit. Let me get this up on stream. One sec.
All right, let me just rock smash the Silcoon, and then swap.
Dude.
That should be fine. Bro.
Dude, shout out and congrats to Smoke MMO, fellow PokeMMO Twitch streamer over on Twitch. Smoke MMO, so it's just SMOKE and then MMO. Really easy to find his channel. Got a wild shiny Trico in Petalburg Woods live on stream right now, dude. Massive congrats to him. That is so fucking sick. It's a beautiful thing to see live. Beautiful thing to have that logged forever. Dude, massive congrats. That's so sick, dude. Huge congrats to him. How many encounters was he at? 16K or so? Massive congrats. Yeah, people were talking about it, Lolo. The problem is global chat. If it's a 3 times, it's cool, but a 3 times 31 Laron is 1 in 78 shinies, right? It's cool. Don't get me wrong.
Again, and,
Okay. Catch event over in 5 minutes, fellas. I love Laron. Shiny Laron's a great shiny. Was it fresh shiny Rattata? Dude, that's insane, Essence. Good luck to you, man. Fuck her, you. That's, dude, wow. Oh, that's cool, Jack. Laron's a beautiful shiny. Congrats to him. Oh, it's Jaw. Oh, I see. Okay. To be fair, I see why chat wanted me to see it so badly. This. Dude, this is sick. Okay, chat was saying, yo, Patrouski, check out the shiny Laron in global chat, and I missed it. But thankfully, the player posted it over in the shiny hunting chat in my Discord. And I see why you guys wanted me to see it so bad. Look at this. Firstly, it was caught by Xenox D-Ace. Congrats to him. But more importantly, not only is it 3 times 31, it's also, not only is it 3 times 31, not only is it Jolly Nature, it's also all of the stats placed in the right IVs. The one IV that it has, that's low, it's a 1 IV, is in Spatak. This is an insane wild caught shiny. That is fucking wild. Jolly Nature. I love shiny Laron and Aggron, by the way. Yeah, under odds, 16K encounters, 3 times 31. Jolly Nature. Beautiful catch from. Let's see his. Let me credit his username once more. Xenox. One sec. Xenox D-Ace. Congratulations, dude. Insane shiny catch. That is a once in a lifetime good IV shiny for sure. That's a sick catch, dude. I love that whole shiny line. What's up, Edgar? I see this on the screenshot he sent. Imagine, wait, what? Did you see that on the screenshot? Oh, it's a times 5 horde, I bet, so I don't think it's possible. I could be wrong, but. Oh, good call, BK. Drizzy, thank you again. I don't know if I thanked you enough. Thank you everyone for the sub, dude. Got multiple 156 or 56s. That's funny. What a weird number to catch multiples of like that. You're too kind to me, Jersey. 143. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. God damn it, Benji. What does it go down in price during event seasons? It depends. I think most things go down in event season because people are dumping to like get the new investments, which is silly, Willy. Yes, event ends in 1 minute. Event is like very close to ending. They'll announce it in global chat. It might even be... I haven't seen anything yet. Being global. Dude, yeah, smoked Trico. Gotcha, dude. Congrats to him. This is probably my last catch. All right, this is probably my last catch. The event should be ending. Yeah, it just turned 4 p.m. I actually wonder... Ooh, I wonder if this will even... Let's check the summary and see. Time is up. The event has ended. It was caught 3 seconds prior. But yeah, not worth submitting. I think I might submit something, but it's pretty close. I really just caught a lot of good breeders. I'm very happy with this event for me because I caught a ton of good breeders, which will be put to very good use on the Ironman account. But I don't think I got anything that puts me in the chance of winning, is what I'll say. But very good catch event. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to that, was it 176 that we had someone in chat catch? Good luck to everybody. Good luck, guys. A lot of Pokemon. Wow. A lot of Mons caught. Over to this page a little bit. All right, let's do some box sorting. I'm gonna have to, I think. This is my release box. Holy. Okay. Oh, fuck, man. I gotta do some breed. This is getting fucky wucky. Nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. Modest Charmander. Yes, I would go modest. All the egg moves. You don't have to go all... You can. You can still save some Pokeyen. I would definitely go Belly Drum and Dragon Rush or whatever. Once you learn over those moves, you cannot get them back like you normally could with egg moves because it's a reward mon. I think someone got like a 7 or something like that. Someone got a really crazy low catch. 8 Pidgey. Wow. Was it an 8 or an... Someone had something. Okay. I'm gonna take the berry. Any other items? Just take all the items. Take this. One berry. Sort by. Okay, we can just sort by total IV. Where's my best catch? I think my best catch is gonna be. I bet you my best catch is this 147. I literally just can't get everything organized the way I need to is the problem. All right, we need to start our basic box sorting after catch events. My boxes are getting tremendously full as per usual. You want to advanced search, do 31s like this, and then 1 matching in each stat. You can go ahead and move every 1 times 31 Pokemon or more over to a certain box. I'm running very low on space though, as we can see. Whew. This is gonna be... I'm gonna have to put stuff over in good Ditto, I think. We'll throw those over there. Throw this here. This is gonna be a big breeding episode, I think. I want to do a lot of XP training and EV training as well, but there will definitely be a lot of breeding in this episode because I have to. I literally need to. I'll move all these over to my good Ditto box. That'll help me clear up some space there. Not just Dittos anymore. At this point, I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes full of breeders. I just keep getting more. And I can't get rid of them fast enough. Wow. These as well. Need to go over here. All right. And then everything else that is not, like, amazing gets deleted. Like, these will all get released. There's 3 mons released right there. I did sort this box by total IVs. And for example, like, this Rattata will be getting saved. It's like, the stats are insane, right? So, like, this gets saved. This... I don't even think... Ooh, does this get saved? It probably does. I think that one's good enough. Those 2 are good enough. This one... You basically just go through each one. This one is good enough because it's male, and then, yeah, 20 plus, and a lot of these end up being good enough. Is this one... The Sugar's where I draw the line, and then this one is not good enough by any means. So that's probably where about where I draw the line. We'll grab these 3, move these over as well. I don't even have the space. This one we'll just separate these by spacing. And I'll go through and check a few more, but a lot of these will get released here in a quick check. Yeah, it's a very, the Pikachu is a very, very rare spawn. Okay, let me see. I want this off. This. Okay, there we go. This might be worth keeping. Let me see. Blind Egritmons are just weird. I'll keep it for now. Not worth it. This is probably worth it. Like, this might be might be worth it, might not be. It's tough. That one's a tough one. This one's not worth it because it's split attacks. This one is worth it. This Pidgey's a tough one. Timid nature, 20 plus and everything except for the HP. I'm gonna take it, I think. Not worth it. And once you get lower and lower, they're going to be less likely to be worth it. Like, not worth it, not worth it. Okay. All right. All right, so it should be all of these getting released. Yep, all of these, as well as these 3. These are the 5 ones that were good enough in that box to keep. That didn't have 131s. We have a few more over here to sort as well. I can move these over now that I have more space sorted. Can sort these Dittos by total IV, have all that. We're getting things a lot more organized, thankfully. Nicely. I'm going to have to set up a ton of breeds, though. And really just start bridging breeds. I have a plan to start bridging breeds to start making 6x31s or more 31s. But I'm gonna have to... The problem on the Iron Man is you have to catch more breeders to, like, get rid of more breeders, if that makes sense. You end up having to catch things to actually be able to finish the breeds, which is what makes it like a really funny situation. Let's sort through here as well, and I'll get back to you guys with the final releases and box sorting. Okay, next up we have... Like, this is probably... Yeah, this one's worth it. This was already worth it. This one's not worth it, I believe. Yeah, but this one is. Separate this. It's pretty good, man. 147 is good. My highest was 147. I'm very happy with that. It's a good event. Okay, this one how many special attack and field egg breeders do I need? Becomes the question. Do I really need that many? In chat, yeah. Well, we had someone in chat at a 176. Wait, didn't I have 5 that I separated? Where did they go? Did I put these over here? Oh, I did. Oh, I already moved some. Wait, did I not? Shouldn't I have 5 here that I'm keeping? What happened? Sort by total IV. This I'm not keeping. This I'm keeping. I feel like these are different though. Keeping that. Not keeping these. 71 notes, 571 breeding coming. I wish. Wouldn't it be worth to sell the on a main account, or what do you mean? I'm on a Iron Man, bro. This we keep. This we keep. This week. Okay, yeah, the 5. Okay, the 5 are in here. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it. This we also probably keep. At Lamau. Am I just missing? Maybe I'm missing. Sorry if I missed something. I'm gonna client. Yo, wait. Like visual, Aben? Or what do you mean? Oh, I'm so interested. I want to see. I love the old client, dude. I actually like... Dude, I think about the old... What's it called? All the time. The old main menu. Don't think it's gonna run. I literally like daydream about the old main menu. It was so beautiful to me. Let it here. All right, here is the other releases. Rest in peace. There's some decent mons here, but not good enough. We are keeping these. I don't know if I have space. I'll just throw whatever I can over in breeding boxes. This one's out of space too now. You can throw them in noted. Are we fully full? We have 6 boxes. We have 6 boxes. I have to breed some 6x31s. I have to. I'm so out of space. It's what has to be done. I don't know if I can continue the account much further without breeding a shit ton of mons. I need to make space. This is getting crazy. I just constantly am getting more boxes full of breeders. Here, what here are shittos? Let me actually separate what's a shitto here versus not. Shitto. Let's see. Are all of these shittos? This is a shitto. Close to not being, but it is. Shitto. Are all of these shittos? Oh, all of these are shittos, I think. Arguably, this isn't. Great. Also, I've sorted through my dittos now, and I have 19 shittos. These will get moved over to this box and just get bred for rare shiny chance. I also do want to cut down in this box. I really do want, what's the word? 30 rares only. I don't want to ever have more than 30 rares on the iron. I just don't think it's worth the box space. Maybe at some point, if we want to hard go for a rare shiny, when that becomes the main focus of the account, maybe. But we're pretty far from that. These are worth keeping as breeders. Man, space is getting absolutely munched away. Let's have these here. Box 1, my normal box. Box 2, box 3 is my breeders. Okay. Pretty happy with the box sorting though. We have 1 empty box, 2 empty boxes, excuse me. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's actually move this over to box 2. There we go. Okay. So we are doing pretty good. I've just gotta start cranking through these breeds soon. Was fun. I'm happy to hear it, man. But I think still 169 Pidgey. I don't know. That's a really good catch. 169, that might cut it if you actually caught that in your first event. That'd be crazy. Redeemed. Is it what you got, Veggie? Thank you for telling me. Results. Dude, I'm excited for this. I need to build myself a Claydol as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Imprisoned. 3x31, 20+ attack. This is such a cool idea. This was Mist theorized something for this as well when I was Everstone farming. And I think this is a similar thing from what I've heard from you. Very exciting, dude. Congratulations. A very, very cool, like, it's a very Iron Man specific thing. Hey, 3x31 is awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Not one that I know of yet, unfortunately, Parrot. I checked global chat for announcements. We should be good for a sec. Okay. I'm going to go grab a quick stretch bait, I think, and snack. Might even check the mail. I'm going to try to be as quick as possible because I bet you catch events are coming up somewhat soon. Catch event results. But I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use this quick break. I'm going to be right back, fellas. Hopefully I'll see you guys in time for the results or very, very, very quickly after. See you guys very soon. BRB.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere, I swear.
Okay, we are so back. Whew. I was really hoping to not run into anybody outside because I was checking the mail really quick. I'm literally wearing a fucking meme Shrek shirt, and so I'm wearing this green fucking Shrek shirt and then red athletic pants or shorts. I must have looked like a fucking psycho. I must have actually looked like a fucking weirdo. But I'm just having a chill Saturday, okay? Sue me. Dude, yeah. I did run into one person. It was like some guy, like, he was delivering mail or something. Got a granola bar. Waiting for catch event results, fellas. Oh, yes, Aben Bag. I want to scroll up and see that link. I really want to see that. Dude, if you can load up and see... Can you load up and see the orange clouds? Aben? Dude, this is so old, even I don't remember it looking like this. Yeah, this is 2012. I've never even seen this forum or this visual. I don't think. It never even looked like this to me. Let's see if I can download the client. Will it launch at all, or like how does it work? 2013. That's cool. Yeah, Wayback Machine. That's cool. But it crashes for me. You can't get to like the main menu. Damn. I would have loved if you could get to the main menu. That would have been sick. Well, alright. Did you put the ROM in it, Aben? Because it might also just crash if you don't put the ROM in, as opposed to telling you like, hey, like... God, thank you. It was only Kanto, so you only need Fire Red. Great question, Ferry. A lot of items that are untradeable are ones you randomly picked up during the storyline, like TMs, you know, things like that. They're like the Pokeball little pickup items or whatever. Yeah, thank you, Aben. 2-week new player here. Some of the Iron Man accounts about stories. Dude, nice. I mean, to Discord. Yeah, I can link you the... Yes, welcome, dude. I think my team is currently... We have one slot, actually, right now, if you would like. If you would like to be on the Iron Man, we have... Give me your IGN and make sure you're unbusy in-game. We literally have one slot. How do I join? Give me your IGN. Iron Jim. Okay, I love your name. Just give me your IGN and make sure you're unbusy in game, please. Hopefully you got that, and then accept that when you have a sec. If that went through. Beautiful. Perfect. There we go, dude. Hell yeah. And then I think someone... Is there a link to the Iron Man Discord here? Might have to add that. Here is for the event. My highest hit was a 147, which is pretty high. I'm pretty happy with it. There's the Discord. I'm gonna add it to back of the results, says Cosmuth. All right. Right out of my NOLA bar. I appreciate that honesty, Fairy. Is there an iron meta? Kind of, but a lot of it's still being explored, which is the beauty of a new game mode. Things are less ironed out. There's more to solve. Okay. So I'm gonna finish chewing. It's a good meme. Dude, I love Crash Bandicoot. That's awesome. Okay. Alrighty, fellas. We have catch event results. Let's go ahead and jump into them. 4th place with 8 points. Not George Promise. 8 points is an incredibly low catch. Congratulations, dude. Next up. Oh my goodness. I knew it would be a competitive event, but dude, I'm so sorry to the person who got 169 and didn't place. Usually a 169 would place top 3. Man, 172 is 3rd place. Namzi, congrats to you. That is a high competitive. We had someone in chat get a 176. I hope they won 1st place. Second place, he didn't even win. Oh, that's fucking cruel, dude. That is cruel. Also, they didn't say. We didn't see whether it's a rat or a bird. How do we do our Twitch gamba? We made a bet on whether the majority would be Pikachus or rats or birds. We know that this one, Chini caught a rat or a bird. His was a rat or a bird. What's 1st place? And then 1st place, 177. You got beat out by 1. Oh, dude, congrats to him, though. Congrats to Huggy. Great IGN. Wow. 177 1st place, 176 2nd. 3rd place, 172. 4th place, here's all the names as well. Huggy, Chini, Namzi, and Not George Promise. Congrats to everybody. Man, what an event. What an event. I need to see if we can find the other people to see if we can see what was the majority, whether it was Pikachus or rats and birds. Whisper him. You're kind of a genius. Here, whisper. Here, slash. Whisper. Let's do Namzi. Congrats. Can I ask? My first was a Pika. Oh, Huggy's in chat. That okay? So we're tied. Oh shit. Whether your mon was a Pika or bird / rat. I'm gonna try to whisper Namzi. That's so funny. Okay, Huggy is in chat. Huggy is in chat and says that his 1st place was a Pikachu. We made a Twitch bet, a Twitch gamba, on whether 1st through 3rd would be more Pikachus or rat / birds. I'm in rat / bird gang. But apparently it's tied right now. 1st place was a Pikachu. 2nd place was a rat, I believe. It depends. We need to be able to reach out. I'm trying to whisper the 3rd place winner to see if we could get confirmation, because we didn't see in global chat whether the winners were, what type of species they got. I don't know if we'll be able to pay. We might have to dissolve this Twitch gamba, though. I'm really curious. I want to see if we can see. Congrats to everybody. This will be a funny arc to try to come to the conclusion of. Oh, what do I say, chat? Do I just let him? Just let him think about it? Think on it? Will he respond? We have a response. Thank you, Namzi, for the response. It was a Pidgey, man. I told people, I think on average, you want to catch as many Pokemon as possible and get those roll chances. Pidgey / Rat Gang 1. Thank you so much to Namzi. Congrats again. What a crazy 3rd place catch. That's insane. Thank you to him for, or sorry, was it 2nd? No, it was 3rd place because it was 175. It's a 175 -3 because it's Pidgey. That's insane. Yeah, so we can pay out rat / bird, take the victory, And that's why it's important to do dice rolls for all these catch events and catch most mons if you can. Hell yeah, dude. Whew. Good catch event. Good catch event, fellas. Okay. The question is, what do we do now, chat? There's a few options. Okay, we could vote on it. Well, how long have I been live for? I crashed at one point. I've been live for 3 hours. I'm supposed to be resting a fair bit this weekend. I could end stream. I could stream a different game for a little bit. I think I might just call it. For better or for worse. You know what, fellas? I think that's what we're going to go ahead and call it for today, though. Just a short Saturday stream, a nice little 3-hour sesh with a fun catch event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. There's a lot of things to catch up on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. And sometimes on the weekends for catch events. I think I'll be streaming the catch event tomorrow as well, but no promises. Discord down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond, support the content. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations really do allow me to be here and do stuff like this, as well as Factor. You can get yourself 50% off of some Factor using the link in the description, and it's the best way to support the stream. If you've ever wanted to support the stream, Factor once is the best way to do so. I greatly appreciate it, and I love the food. It's a great product. Check it out. Link is down below. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Peace, Reno. I think we're just peacing. Is that TF2 stream live? Let me go raid them if they are. I could stream a different game and like do like either way. I have to do a little outro for the stream recap, so we could stream something like the Sisyphus game or something like that. I'll be open to that today, but maybe even later. Are we jolfing? The problem is my wife is not. She's busy this weekend. She's at a work thing. Can't play jolf without my wife. I'd be bummed. Have fun. Yo, thank you, Josh. Play Fort. I can't play Fort without my wife. I can't, dude. I will be playing TF2. If you want to play TF2, hit me up on Steam. That's funny. Okay, where is that? Are those people live? Let me go see. There was a Team Fortress stream I was watching earlier. Please tell me they're still live. Please tell me they're still live. I don't see them. No, I see them. Okay, bro, I need you guys to go spam some love. Wait, where's the? Yeah. Okay, /raid Bercola. Dude. No, that's the wrong channel. What? Okay, what's the name? Bercola with a okay, /raid Bercola. Like this? Okay. Bro, I was watching this stream earlier. These guys are fucking Giga Chad, okay? It was a bunch of like jacked, shirtless Norwegians all playing TF2 at a LAN party. Dude, these guys are funny as fuck. This is what I firmly believe streams like this are why Twitch was created, okay? This shit is actually peak gaming with the boys. Go give them some love. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow probably. Much love to you guys. Peace, Reno.